Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. As usual, wanting to come to help the Muslims see for themselves and decide if they want to leave this religion. If they find out, and they can do their own research also, privately or in groups they like. And so, if they want to leave Islam, what I have found from my findings, right, and how I do my research, showing the method to them online also. So finding contradictions and all. And for everyone, their religion has been good, true, right? But what I found for myself is that my religion was false through Quran ayahs, right? And problems in this religion, when a religion is strict or something, then things happen, right? And the problems in Islam, although there are problems in other religions too, Christianity, Hinduism, I've also contemplated on Buddha, so, and didn't agree to his way, Buddha's way in some ways, but taking good from it. So, taking good things from all religions, even atheists don't agree. I don't agree to, but like seeing them, like amazed at their strength. I could not live believing in God, the Creator, and all this. And sorry, another thing is that, and also in Hinduism, right? So this time Freebird came and he was telling me to join Samir, but then I told him why I can't. He's purely Hindi and all that. Another thing is from the Shia book, Al-Kafi, he gave me something on miracle, Abu Talib, right? And I don't want to search that out because I have no problem with that. I told him after realizing I have problems with my health. I also get startled and all this when I was making a mistake, will of Allah, things like that in one ayat, and then coming here again, and my health also, I find it very difficult to explain, right? Every time I have to come here and say my performance might not be great, but I have to do this, and then the Muslims coming here and saying, oh, you don't know much, or then why are you doing this when your performance or your health is bad and you are mentally ill, and all this against me. Hardly any support, alone, and then going to ex-Muslim sites, the live streams, learning some things from them, evangelists also, a Christian prince, Rob Christian, but not agreeing to everything they say and leaving out, discarding what I don't. So better not argue with them on that because my health, I have to see, and I get angry and I get upset. So, and some of them, it's just useless arguing with or disagreeing with them on certain points in Islam or certain hadiths or the way they go about it. So I have a different way. And so this, and I have no time to waste on looking at, of trying to, looking for that hadith now in the Shia, Khomeini, Al-Qafi. I have no time for that, right? Now, another thing is that I've lived in love, so I came across Radharani and then the signs and all that. I'm Radharani, but I don't believe in everything in Hinduism also, and there are problems in Hinduism. And then I came across recently Pradeep Mukherjee that there is the reality of spirituality, but it's very subjective, right? And so, but there is this, and atheists try to dismiss it completely, or scientists. Some scientists, very materialistic, dismiss the spiritual realm, and some things we have, like telepathy and all that, right? And feelings of reincarnation or dreams that we can't prove. So, anyways, taking the best from the atheists, that how strong they are, and wondering, okay, what makes them like that? That they don't believe in a creator, but they go on in life. Then one of them, an ex-Muslim, who was an atheist, also very strong one in atheism, very deep, I thought, apostate prophet, became a Christian recently. So this also, and then I'm not well, so I get very angry, and then I bring things out, and in this way it wouldn't be right. So although I make mistakes, so I get startled, because this religion, in this religion, a lot of, like, there's the death penalty for apostates and all this, not in Christianity, not anymore, or whatever it is. And but now there's no, like, if you leave Christianity, there's no punishment. Although your family might get, kind of upset. So there's no death penalty, right, in leaving Christianity. And you might not get salvation, but that's another thing. Unlike in Islam. So navigating my way through this and my condition, then I tried my best to help the Muslims. If I thought, I made a decision that I'm going to share my findings and you decide. But going to other ex-Muslim channels, waste of time. But I took the best, and I like Abdullah Samir as a channel a long time ago, and then I also left him. And but I think I've subscribed to him. He's a good person, and also But other ex-Muslims, let's cut this off. Like, I don't, giving me problems, or others having problems in, like, some things I don't agree to with them, like showing the hadiths just like that. So helping the Sunnis, yes, but Shias, no. So I was trying to help the Shias, and some exaggerations happening, and I was saying, oh, please, Indians, if you come here, please don't help. Some people just deceiving me, misleading me, and all. Then a person in my state also, I don't know, normal. I can't. If normal, if I had to go through this, I don't know what I would have done. But in this state, I can't remember what I would have done. So in this state, being stubborn, getting stubborn, already there's this energy, and now my nail is, the cuticle is giving me problems here. So just a minute. Please understand my dilemma, Indian, and but I shouldn't make such a big deal out of it. This religion, you just can't do this, right? So the way you're doing it here also, and on other channels. So please give me hadiths where I can easily check, because I'm not that well. I come on something, and then you take my attention away. So lies I cannot take, decision, and I think I'm not the kind of person that should be sitting with a male Indian here and discussing openly or whatever. I can't do this anymore. I will not do this. Lies, deception, I've caught them doing, and then turning it around, twisting it and saying, putting it on me. Twisting and turning. And then saying, oh, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but what is this hatred of yours for Indians? No, it's not hatred. That's not the way to put it. And I came to rectify that. I thought you were talking about sati, but when I spoke about sati, it was later when I was describing niyog. Why couldn't you get it? And he denied that there was any niyog in the way I described it. So you could have said the way you described niyog in Hinduism. So, the way they twist and turn, very clever, very sly. I don't have time for all this. And then I have to show it and I have to expose it, and then he comes again. And what is this? Like, okay, Indian, a free bird has done his research on, I didn't even go that far in Al-Kafi. Surprising, right? That a non-Shia Hindu would do that research on in Al-Kafi. And this is very misleading what he said. But anyhow, to look at this, the translation is also misunderstood. It's Azab ayat 37, which even the Shias have chosen. And then very few Muslims could, very few Muslims might realize, so I have to correct. So Muslims, when you're reading the Quran ayat in English, don't take these translations like Shakir, but when Zaid had accomplished his want of her. Now I have to do this. So instead of showing you the mistakes in the Quran, now I have to correct the Hindu and the exaggeration and what I discarded from ex-Muslim Ahmad, what I learned, the good thing that oh yes, I agreed to this and I could fully, the Quran ayat on the Quran ayat, but not on the hadiths or things like that. And I can go to hadith, but, so certain things I learned, I thank ex-Muslim Ahmad, I thank Christian Prince, Rob Christian, certain things I totally disagree in. So, and then what is the use of, so I made a mistake, right, with this person. Maybe I was tired or what. So, but even this person is right? The talaq is not used here. However, some Muslims, if you see this, yes, it's in your favor, it's in your God's favor. When Zaid, don't put it like Shakir. Don't read Shakir's English translation on this. So we'll read Quran.com's translation of this part of the Quran ayat, Surah 33, ayat 37, is when, and you fear the people. Okay. While Allah has more right that you should fear Him. This I didn't agree with the Shia tafsir on this. This is, he shouldn't have feared the people. But qada, ended Zaid from her. Oh, it's necessary, like whatever. God has also not put it well here, clearly, but it seems the qada that he ended was perhaps the reason why talaq is not used here, and even iddah. So she, the qada ended, completed the qada of maybe Allah. Let me explain this, right? So qada, the word means either completed or decreed. So what Allah has fulfilled whatever Allah has decreed. So that could mean that Zaid, oh God, now I go explaining this Quran ayat. Now it's on me to explain this Quran ayat. Okay, so, and I'm just very upset with this. Forget my mood. I mean, my whole being has been in, so much frustration. My health, what shall I eat? Have become like, oh goodness. I don't know where to go. I can't find it. So whatever it is, so any more hadiths from the Shias by Hindus coming here? Any more hadiths? Shia hadiths? Please come, laugh and tell me. Let's go your way then, here. Whatever, जो आप कहेंगे, आपकी बात सुनेंगे, आपके साथ चलेंगे. आप गाइड करें मुझे. Oh, you don't go for the hadiths, right? Then he's giving me a Shia hadith, free bird. एक तो लाइफ इतनी डिफ़िकल्ट आप लोग बनाते हैं, ईजी नहीं करते हैं. ये क्या नॉनसेंस है. एक तो टेस्ट कर रहे हैं आप हमें, क्या कर रहे हैं. शिया होके टेस्ट कर रहे हैं, हिंदू बन के टेस्ट कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं. Then I get angry. Then I get guilty. There's another way I could have come in a very positive. Forget it. In my condition I cannot. You see, and as a Shia, look, Shias, look. Now this religion has so many problems that even the Shaykhi school who had Prophet Muhammad, Sheikh Asai had Prophet Muhammad, coming in his dream, and Imam Hassan, and then giving him the tongue, the knowledge from the mouth, kissing and giving him from the tongue. Then you see what has happened. Sheikh Ahmad was a 12er Shia. Then they realized that it is very important, Imam, to find out who, the Imam who is in occultation, right? Who's gone in occultation. So became the leader of the main. You can read all this on Wikipedia. Oh, goodness. So when I was a Shia, I was reading all this, then this has turned into Baha'i, Bab. So they were like, they had to, and then they were persecuted in Iran by the 12er Shia ulamas and excommunicated and all this and persecuted, or, So this is what this religion is giving us. Forget the Christians, Hindus, whoever come here, and forget it, I tell myself. I should. When I was a Shia reading this, I was like, oh my God, this problem. And I'm also like, I have my doubts in certain things. I'm not sure about my Shia religion also. So look what happened to this poor guy, Shaykhi school, Sheikh Ahmad. And Sayyid Qasim emphasized. So this is important. This is what I want to share. Why is it important for me? You see, this shows how terribly, see what is the problem here. I can't put, what's the word for that? I can't find the word. I'm not well. So if people would cooperate here and help. No, they won't. Okay, now the Sunnis are coming and still saying Shia kafir. Baba, just keep your religion. You see, try to understand what I've tried to communicate here, that please, you don't have to leave your religion, but look at the problems here with this one religion, one God, one Quran, one Prophet, one Imam. Look at the problem. Even forget the Imam. Look at the problems they have been facing. So, in this religion, can we ever be sure of anything? The only thing then I came across in somewhere in earlier year 2000 was that death is the certainty, yaqeen. My prayers didn't work, whatever, for my health. I couldn't do proper research. I was in chronic fatigue when Sunni Shia research I was doing, I couldn't. I had to do smart studying. I should have learned. There are people, ulamas, they learn Arabic privately if they can't go to they learn privately. Schools, there are madrasas for the Sunnis. We have in Qum and Karachi, also Pakistan. But I couldn't go. I was, so I did what I could, the best I could, and whatever I had. So you see, this really brought my, very concerned. The Shaykhi movement, particularly, see, they were 12 Shias. What happened to them? Reception in other religions. The Shaykhi movement, particularly through the teachings of Sheikh Ahmad al-Ahsai and his successor Sayyid Qasim Rushdie, contained prophecies regarding the advent of the Qaim, that's Imam Mahdi, the promised 12th Imam. Sheikh Ahmad and Sayyid Qasim emphasized the imminent fulfillment of the prophecy of the return of the hidden Imam, circa 1844, a full 1,000 years following the occultation of the hidden Imam, setting an expectation among their followers that the fulfillment of these prophecies was near. Sayyid Qasim, before his death, even instructed his followers to actively search for the Qaim. Now these are Shias going away from 12. Now search for your Qaim, 12th Imam. So they're going, they found, these Shias thought it is imminent. It is that the expectations and all this to find the hidden Imam, and the time is near. Prophecies tells them that it's going to be fulfilled in the near future. Sayyid Qasim, before his death, even instructed his followers to actively search for him, the 12th Imam, in occultation, indicating a sense of urgency and belief that the promised figure would appear in their lifetime, potentially around the year 1844. So you see, I'm not like other Shias. I just can't follow blindly in some cases. Now, the other things I can do, as an ex-Muslim, admire atheism, Christianity in some form, Jesus's quotes, Buddhist quote, take the best out of Hinduism. Like that I can do. But look at this in Shia Islam. Now there's going to be a split here also. But this, as a Shia, I cannot do, right? See what happened to them. Then the Baha'is, they split from the 12 Shias. Prophecies coming, and I'm like, oh my God. As a Shia, when I was reading this in Karachi online, I was like, oh my God, what's this? My doubts growing more, deeper. The Shaykhi prophecy originates from Sheikh Ahmad al-Ahsai, who himself reported to have spiritually received the revelation from the 12th Imam directly. Who's going to, oh my God, and I'm like a Shia. I'm a Shia saying, oh my God, now my heart's sinking. Directly, spiritually received. Revelation from the 12th Imam directly. According to the Sheikh Ahmad al-Ahsai, the advent of the imminent arrival of the Mahdi, the hidden Imam, was not only near, but imminent. So much so that they urged their followers to prepare spiritually for his advent. This belief in the imminent manifestation of the Mahdi and the fulfillment of Shia prophecy set the stage for the later emergence of the Babi and Baha'i movements. Split, gone from the 12 Shias to here. That's where the emergence of the Babi, now another sect, schism in 12 Shia, happened. Baha'i movements which emerged in the precise coincidence with the prophecies of Sheikh Ahmad al-Asai to claim fulfillment of these eschatological expectations. With Sayyid Ali Muhammad Shirazi declaring himself the Bab, meaning gate, in 1844. Initiating the Babi faith that evolved into the Baha'i faith. So, split. They went away from 12 Shia. The Sheikh emphasizes on the esoteric aspects of Shia Islam and their specific interpretation of the Mahdi's role. Oh my God, I was like, more doubts coming, what shall I do? Shia, so for your own good, let these ex-Muslims, whatever they're doing with Indians joining them, Christian evangelists, please see my case here on Shia Islam. Islam altogether, even the Quran now, contradictions that I found. Surah Nur ayat first and foremost. Surah Nur ayat 33. How is God written this? So I showed that like many years back when I started this as an ex-Muslim. Another thing is, why should you go after ex-Muslims? And please understand, Sunnis also, there should be no more this taking the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, who said, kill those who change their religion, meaning leave their religion, Islam. So let's not do this. Let's understand each other. Let's have this at least, like I showed you, where the wives are asked by Allah, you can leave and choose. You can leave Allah and Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah. Choose Hayat dunya and its zinat, adornment. Choose the life of this world, and I will leave Prophet Muhammad will set you free handsomely, in a handsome or good manner, right? So some say that even give them money and say goodbye. There's no killing, so why is there no killing of apostate wives of the Prophet? It doesn't say in the Quran. In fact, it says handsomely leave, freely. And then there's a hadith in the Sunni, and then the Shias also, 12 Shias are found out, if a Shia leaves, death penalty. So please try to understand what's this politics. And okay, if your thing is shaking, and some ex-Shia has left, a Shia has left Shia Islam. You see, when a person is content within themselves, as when I was as a Shia, at least in this, Imam Hussein and my religion, Sunnis can say whatever they want. They can throw my father. They can pelt our processions, right, with stones. Neither did I go against them. Neither did I have any revenge against them. I didn't generalize that all Sunnis are like this with us, hating us. I loved my teachers. They were Sunnis. I liked them. They were good people, so I can't say. We had friends. My mother had Sunni friends. I had some Sunni good friends. Like, they wouldn't bring religion in. Like one friend was But maybe because she had a lot of this insecurities, because, father, mother, I can't speak about her private life again and again. I don't. In my madness, I have and said many things, which I wouldn't even open my mouth on that if I was, not in this condition of demonic attacks and all this, right? We live quietly and content. So a person who's content in their religion, even if thousands leave, think of that hadith or by Prophet Muhammad that at the end of time, many will leave Islam. And then Imam Mahdi, also you Shias, Imam Mahdi is waiting for 40 faithful ones, believers, truly faithful. And I'm like, when the Shias were being targeted, persecuted in Pakistan, I was like, where's Imam Mahdi? Where's God's help? Why isn't he coming? I mean, these people who are dying, there's my father saying, no, death will come anyways, I have to go to the majlis. But when he was going alone, like he wouldn't take me to a male majlis, like he had to go inside. Oh God, I would be so worried, right? But going together, like it's better that I be with him and that we die together. So there are Shias who would want to give their lives, so aren't they faithful? Why isn't Imam Mahdi helping them? Oh no, we're Shaheed and it's got good, we don't get we're Shaheed. For Imam Hussain. For Allah, actually, and this is what God wants for Imam Hussain. Right, the Imam. So we love Imam Hussain, this is what Allah wants. This is not worship of Imam Hussain, this is worship of Allah. And we are very this thing and that thing, and we're ready to die. But Imam Mahdi is not ready to come for you and doesn't consider you. How many have been targeted? How shall I put it? Here on YouTube. I don't know where the rules have changed. I couldn't read it in the community guidelines. They say we can't use KILL anymore and this and that. Anyways, how many have given their lives being, targeted in Pakistan, the Shias? More than 40, please, over the years. Even in 1 year, more than 40 targeted. So, Ismailis also more than 40 targeted. Can you believe that? Can you beat that in Karachi? Bas, Safura. But they have their Imam. Where's your Imam? 12 Shias, 40 believing faithful are not present? Oh, for whom he will come. Like if there were 40 believers, we were told, true believers, then he will appear. But they're not there. How many are killed? Targeted in Pakistan. More than 40, right? Why doesn't he come? So, this also, see the Muslims still coming here and saying you were a kafir and all this. Look at this religion, what it has made you, even Shia. Look at this. What shall I say about this? So there's the Ismaili, the split happened on Imam Jafar Sadiq's sons. I don't know where the Zaydis come from. Imam Zainal Abidin's son? Another son. So not Muhammad Baqir or what. So they believe that if from Imam Zainal Abidin, what do the Zaydis believe in? They're mostly in Yemen now, the Houthis. Oh my God. All these splits and all. Please, one Quran. It's not like a very complicated religion like Hinduism, so many scriptures. God should have made it very, like the sperm of the Imam, whatever, okay, the wife of the Imam, please make the wife, even bless the wife, so that there could only be one Imam and the other brother will not fight or argue or have this, that I'm the Imam, the other brother is saying, I'm the Imam. What is this happening? And then the Ismailis give their reasons that, Ismail had to hide. They had to hide it. Although Imam Kazim, 12th Imam, is Sayyid and we respect him, but he wasn't the Imam. Shia say no. This Ismaili, Nijis, impure Imam, he's not even a liar. Salim Lalani has given the history. Oh, that this Imam, they're not even from the progeny of Prophet Muhammad. So all these problems, now you see here, these poor people. Then reading Sunnis, Mirza Ahmadi. That poor guy must have thought, oh God, I'm the one, chosen one. I'm the Messiah, I'm the Mahdi. And what did you do? You went after him saying he's a British spy. Him also, like the Ismaili Imam. They're British. They've sold themselves to the British. Or, oh, he's a British spy. Or Indian Hindu spy. I heard, no, not Indian Hindu, but British spy. And some even Sunnis blame the Shia 12ers. Jewish from the Jewish. Jews split. That Ibn Saba split the religion. When you see in the history Ali and where it split this religion. Right? At the deathbed of Prophet Muhammad, sick, he was ill when he was sick. On his deathbed. That's when, and it was before also, Eid al-Ghadir. We celebrate Shias. You know this. So, where the split happened, Sunnis are blaming that Ibn Saba was a Jew. And he split this religion into further Shiaism. Abraham was a Shia of Nuh. And someone comes here and says, no, but Shia, it doesn't mean religiously, then Abraham is out of religion then. If this Shia means a follower, this is what actually it means, Shia of Ali. And Prophet Muhammad has said this, that Ali, you and your followers, meaning you and your Shias, followers, like in Surah Safat, Ayat 83. Allah says, Abraham was a follower of Nuh, Shia of Nuh. So either you want to be the followers of the Rashidun caliphs you made, or what you found out, or that you worked out, right? That Abu Bakr should be the first. He's Siddiq and Prophet Muhammad through the hadiths. Or what, at that time? That, Prophet Muhammad has said Abu Bakr is the best. Then somewhere Prophet Muhammad says Umar is the best. Then somewhere Prophet Muhammad says Ali is the best. This is the problem in this religion. Even Prophet Muhammad confused, wasn't consistent. And so in that way the Shia split and the Sunnis split. The ones who are now Sunnis, Ahl Sunnah, they were there at that time also, Ahl Sunnah, right? And the Shias were. So were you Muslims? Were you Ahl Sunnah? What were you? Also working that out. Work that out. And whether Abu Bakr should be. So Abu Bakr decided that Prophet Muhammad has praised him. And so he should become the first caliph, Rashidun, rightly guided. Then they decided Umar. Abu Bakr decided Umar should be. because, Prophet Muhammad has said, he's the best after me. And then Umar decided Uthman is the best after me. Or the election took place. And the believers decided now that Uthman is the best, not Ali. And then after Uthman, they decided, okay, Ali is the best now among us. So make him the rightly guided caliph. But the Shias, on Ghadir Khum, they thought Prophet Muhammad explicitly said, Man kuntu mawla fahadha aliyun mawla, and they don't take those hadiths where, Prophet Muhammad has said, Abu Bakr is the best, somewhere Umar is the best, working that out. Who is the first? Who should be the first? So it was already decided, Shias have known this through the Imams, progeny of Prophet Muhammad, later on. But at that time, they knew Rasulullah told them, Ali is after me. Whoever, I am the Mawla, Ali is the Mawla. Surah Maida at 55 also. In that, who gives, in Ruku gives zakat, while, not and. While in Ruku gives charity. So Jibrail came in. So the Shias took Ali. They are the followers of Ali, Shias of Ali. So that is in Quran, Surah Safat ayat 83. And if you see Hadith Manzalat, so the way of the Shias, how they found Ali, and that Prophet Muhammad said, Ali will be succeeding after me, the successor. Even Madlang, the book from Madlang on Prophet Muhammad and the succession, he goes more, bends to Ali being the successor after Prophet Muhammad, right? Inclined to that side, Shia side. Then to the Sunni side, that Abu Bakr should be the leader of the Muslims as a caliph, rightly guided. So these problems, and then as a Shia, I remember reading about Sheikh Asai, and I'm like, oh, this poor guy has been, told that Imam Mahdi himself revealed to him that he'll be appearing soon, and it is very imminent to know the hidden Imam, right? Or the lead, like you have to have a leader after Prophet Muhammad, it seems. But for them, so these are the problems. You see, you can read in Wikipedia, Shias. So then, at this time, in Karachi, reading about Sheikh Asai, I was like, okay, so someone telling me in Karachi, well, we can't believe in your dreams, right? Because if Prophet Muhammad came and Bibi Fatima Zahra came, and you're saying that I'm supposed to follow the hadiths, after Prophet Muhammad taking it from Fatima Zahra and search the hadiths, and not the Sunni side, right? Because I have my dreams. So they said, keep your dreams to yourself. Like, how can they trust they're right about this, right? Now, how can we trust Sheikh Ahmad? How could the 12 Shias now trust in Sheikh Ahmad? But some of them then left 12 Shias and they became Baha'is. Bab, following the Bab. And some Sunnis became Ahmadis. Like that, like this. You see? And you have in Pakistan you have Ahmadis. Mirza Ahmad sincerely got something from God and thought he was a Messiah, and he wasn't a spy of the British colonial system or the Queen. So my heart sank, and what you Muslims have done to your own leaders. These poor, it's not their fault. Now, when I saw the contradictions in the Quran, I said, that's it. This means all these people could be innocent, So and so the problem is in this religion. You see, like a Christian how can a Christian have a Holy Spirit come on them when they are not believers? Imam Hassan Askari, what did he say? Why did a Christian's prayer? Why was the Christian's prayer coming true? Because he had the bone of some Nabi, Prophet Muhammad. My goodness. No, other than Prophet Muhammad. Oh my God, and that's why. And then Imam pointed to that, knowing that he's hiding a bone in his hand, and that's why his prayers are coming true. With that bone, he prays, and the prayers come true. With the bone of some prophet in the past. No, but in real, like in the contemporary times, I've seen that Christians saying, "Oh, the Holy Spirit comes on, this Mother Superior or someone," and they start to talk in different languages. But you don't want to believe in that, That's Lady of Lourdes, Our Lady appears, apparitions are coming, and she's saying, "Become Christian," or she's giving that kind of a thing to the Christians, evidence. All this is happening, has happened, and has been happening. And then when I was in London, a cow of the idol, the Hindus worshipped, or an elephant, milk coming out, right? So that it's like even Hindus have their miracles. Like they can bring a dead life or go into a dead body, make it come alive. A sage can leave his body, a Hindu sage, or so all these spiritual knowledge that they have, they've reached such heights that they can do this, perhaps. And so how do we know? So I started to have more doubts. Like, oh my God, this poor guy, Sheikh Ahmed, he's had his dreams, he's shared his dream. He had a dream, Sheikh Ahmed al-Sai, right? Sheikh Ahmed al-Sai, that Prophet Muhammad has come to him, but you don't want to believe, the 12 Shias don't want to believe in him anymore. So they split from the 12 Shia. He was the 12 Shia, see? Sheikh Ahmad diverged from the Usuli Shia school, right, on key issues related to Islamic eschatology, the role of the ulama and the proper interpretation of the mystical hadith of the 12 imams. He claimed to, this is the Usuli Shia, 12, okay. He claimed to derive his authority from the imams. Hello? From the imams. So my heart's sinking. Oh no, I have to go, or wait a minute, I'll just put on this receiver and on sound. Okay, so let me see if the background sound is coming or not. Hello? On sound. Okay. So, oh my God, no. Okay. No. Hello? No, it's not coming, right? So it's only my voice. Members of the Shia ulama who communicated to him, and so he claimed to derive his authority from the imams who communicated to him in visions. These divergences resulted in accusations of heresy from orthodox members of the Shia ulama and instances of persecution against al-Asai and his followers occurred during and after his lifetime. This is during even his followers. So, so for every sect in this Islam, if they diverge, then they are evil or they are. So we just cannot blame the Sunnis for saying, Ibn Sabah, you people, you Shias are from the Jews. Jews divided the Muslims. They somehow, Shaitan won. So, okay, whatever. It's so weird, really. It's strange, right? So this is the way I come to it. And sometimes I forget that I'm doing, I'm on the Quran ayat showing you, and someone comes here and says, you are a liar. What is this? A Shia or a Muslim coming here, Sunni, I'm a liar. Even Shia. What is this Tamur blasphemy and this and that? What is this? This. So आपको समझाने के लिए आपको दिखा रहे हैं, आप खुद देखे बैठे. I don't okay, I go to ex-Muslims to learn some things. I go to even Christian friends. But now I don't put any comments. But if thank you, if something good, I may not agree to their style, not in every way. They may not agree to my style. So, okay. How many will help? I don't know. So Christian Prince, he says, if he's not like this, then how many have you changed? And see how Muslims come here. Even Shias. So sometimes you have to be hard. And then sometimes I say, yeah, no, maybe Christians are right. Right? Maybe he's right, Christian Prince. Sometimes, no, he's wrong. Maybe he's wrong. Maybe he's right. This way I'm coming to, Allah, please, samjo, try to understand. So, please help me, please cooperate. We go I don't know the whole Quran, but for the topic I'm on. So when these Christians are hard and they have full knowledge, Rob Christian has gone deep into your books, Muslim Sunnis. And then when they give it to you, because you're giving it to them, and then don't blame, I shouldn't blame the Christians, right? But who should be blamed more? Those Muslims who come there and even the Shias, how they argue, how they defend their religion, what they say. It's how you say it, what you say. So they have to be hard like this. If I was hard like this and with full knowledge and Arabic. Now some Muslim over there was saying, oh, Christian Prince, you don't know Arabic. And Christian Prince doesn't know Arabic. you know? Oh my goodness. So which dialect, the different Arabic dialects and all this. And Allah has used many. So he tells them in his own way that he doesn't know. Okay. See, my friend, see, look here. Look at this ayat and all this. And he's got vast knowledge. You can't beat him. You're telling me I don't, telling Christian Prince, I don't know Arabic. He doesn't know. Oh, he'll be laughing his head off. Look, you're making all these people laugh at you, saying I don't know Arabic. They take him as a legend. And I'm doing it in Look, I found one contradiction, but that's my way. And I want to help the Muslims in such a nice, soft manner that you can call my past Shia. You have killed them, persecuted them in Pakistan, targeted them, but look, brothers, Shia, Sunnis, why are you? And then the Shias coming here. Oh, so shocking. I'm a liar. I read in the context. I read the way the. I don't read in context. Sometimes you can read in context. Sometimes you don't have to read in context. So tell me where. And then they change. Oh no, I mean, okay, but here, yes, yeah. But again, you're wrong. So no, but okay. This ayat they realize doesn't need to be read in context like they read it, but like I've read it and shown it. So they have some very clever way of escaping. What do you call that in Pakistan? Evading. When a culprit, criminal evades. Evading tax also. How to evade tax. Very, very clever people. And now you'll send Indians. And so you want me to, get like think, oh my God, okay, get me discouraged here to come here. I don't know if guilty feeling, I don't, whether, what did I say? Because I'm compelled, on spontaneous, like, can't even prepare for this. So you want to discourage me, disgust me, whatever. You've tried all the tactics you've tried, maybe even using Hindus. And then you've kept me, oh, I should go to Al Kulaini coffee now. But I'm saying I don't, but I said I don't go to hadiths like this, even Shia hadiths. I don't go like that, right? Yet I was given a hadith. So, look, brothers, sisters, in humanity, this is a big tragedy. Now, whatever some Christians also, repulsing, I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't want to go near Christianity the way you come against a religion I've left. And I'm not for these violent, like death penalties and all this, leaving Islam. So against them, against these Christians, how you've made us repulsed. So creating obstacles in my way. Look, this is really, have some mercy. See, there's something wrong in this religion that even Sheikh Asai split. There were sub-splits in this religion. And then what happened is, what's happened? Split, but split, okay, split. Leave them alone. No. Shia 12ers also not leaving Orthodox ulamas after them and their followers. Why is this happening? Because you have that wahm, you have that delusion, illusion, whatever, what do you call it? Oh, that these are enemies of Islam. And so we should go after, at least if we can't go after the Sunnis. Oh, so you have for the Sunnis, they are our brothers, right? What does Sayyid Sistani also said? Soul brothers, spiritual brothers. brothers in religion, whatever, or in humanity. Sunnis. But these you went after, your own. Why didn't you go after the Sunnis? Oh no, we'll go after these minority. See? Shia, 12 verse. So this is a very big tragedy. If you kill one person, what about that? No, no. But it's okay to kill these ones. Go after them, persecute them. Sheikh Ahmad diverged from the Usuli school on key issues related to Islamic eschatology and the role of the ulama and the proper interpretation of the mystical hadith of the 12 Imams. He claimed to derive his authority from the Imams directly, like through direct means, like dreams and, mystical visions. No, who communicated to him in visions. Oh my God. The poor guy has claimed this. These divergences resulted in accusations against him of heresy from orthodox members of the Shia ulama, 12 Shia ulama. Hello? But no? So, no, this for me is extremely serious. Are you serious, people? Or what? Or you're going to overlook this in the past, what has happened? So, what happened? And instances of persecution started against al-Ahsai and his followers even during and after his lifetime, for God's sake. 12 Shias, you are not terrorists, you don't persecute anyone, you don't kill anyone, apostates and persecuting them. Oh my goodness. So this is what this religion has done to you. Maybe uh, spiritual, let there be spiritual freedom. So it doesn't mean that if the person disagrees with you and now, but the imams are telling him, he's claiming that imams are telling him, that's even more dangerous for this guy. Poor guy, right? So there should be spiritual freedom, which isn't in this religion. Like you have to, if you're 12 Shia, Orthodox members of the Shia, the problem's coming. What is the problem? Problem that why did you persecute him? That he's lying? Jews or what? So his teachings were complex, thus he often practiced taqiyya, concealing his controversial ideas from his opponents. Shias, not Sunnis. You see this? This is big tragedy. If you kill one person, persecuting the full, you kill a whole nation. This was from Bani Israel, the ayat that we used to take as Shias, as even now for us Muslims, we should not practice killing people without justice. So now, killing, persecuting people on justice. So this is a very rigid religion that doesn't allow any kind of spiritual, any creativity, any innovation, anything. And then when the Sunnis say the Shias have innovated, Shias say, no, but we're at peace. You can't persecute the Sunnis, can you? But why did you persecute him? And another point is, coming back to the same point, but the other point is that this religion is from Shaitan, I think. That's what I found out, right? See how God has deceived you. This is not from Allah, the true creator. This religion is not from the true creator. So I thank God. So after some years, leaving Karachi in the state of my condition terrible, I start to search if Karbala is true. So see where got even in Karachi found who did I find? This lady, what's her name? An Hindu was fascinated. Read her what's her lady's name? What's this lady's name? Hindu lady? I've forgotten. Anita Rai. Is Karbala true? Searching on YouTube, searching on, sorry, Yahoo search at that time. Maybe I'll find an article, religious article. Karbala, on Karbala. Then thank God, so I found out, like, I challenged the Shias on this. Surah 24, long time ago when I started, and then seeing these poor ex-Muslims are being, I was like, and I didn't know in my religion this, that you kill, give death penalty to those who leave this religion. So shocked about that also, many shocks in that. People coming, and taking us into their confidence and then betraying us. Left, right, and center in Karachi, year 2000, this was happening. And I felt it even more in my condition. So, but let them who find not the means for marriage abstain until Allah enriches them from His bounty. Right? Abstain. But until Allah enriches, is this Arabic? Let's see. Thanks to Quran.com also. Now let's see this part. I was going to another part in this ayah. But even this part, let's see. Let be chaste, right? So you saw from the beginning, Allah had started saying in this ayah to be chaste to even the ones whom your right hands possess, right? Those who do not find nikah for nikah until marriage, until Allah, whatever enriches them, Allah, yeah. So sorry, I was looking at this word. There was no Allah here, but here, Allah enriches them from His bounty. Fadle, Fadlehi, right? His bounty, and those who see, okay. Now, but here Allah says so many contradictions. Surah Nisa ayat 25. What does it say? Oh, that if you have, Allah will not enrich you here. If you have fear of fornication and you're not married, what do? You don't masturbate, you don't do anything. But you can do one thing. Allah may not enrich you here. And whoever is not able to among you afford to marry free, chaste, believing women, then marry from what possess malakat, malakat or malakat, malakat, malakat. Okay, aimanakum, your right hands possess of your slave girl, patayatikum, girls from your what your right hands possess. Now, at least about this, I think maybe I haven't still checked. Girls. Oh, so there Allah is saying, remain chaste until Allah enriches you. Here Allah is saying, if for to the men, if you have fear of, because you have the sex drive and you can't, you can fast, but here Allah doesn't say that in like a stipulant, to this. from the hadith or ulamas or imams, like you can fast and do all this thing. But here, why isn't Allah enriching you now? Since you have fear of fornication. Fornication is when you're not married and you want to, you know, how you go and sleep with a woman or a girl, have sex with her, that's fornication when you're not married. So you have fear of that sexual desire and you can't stop it. So you have this fear and you can't stop your sexual desire, and Allah is not enriching you, is He? Allah may not enrich you here, but He wants to help you. You see, He has in every way secured you so that you do not fornicate, you do not do adultery in your marriage. If you're away from your wife, go and do muta or sayar if you're traveling, yeah? Or if your wife can't because she's had an accident or God knows what, become crippled or whatever. Sorry, like, totally. So then you can get married to another woman. What your right hands possess. Oh no, for Sunnis, get married to another woman, find her quickly. If you can't afford, Allah will provide for you. Or you find these, mala, from what your right hands possess. Now here Allah is saying in a silent manner that, sorry, I can't provide for you. And so if you have fear and you can't afford the rich believing women, no, free chaste believing women, not rich. What's this? So free chaste, and whoever is not able to among you afford, you can't afford it, to marry, have nikah with the free chaste believing women, because maybe they would ask for more, uh, whatever, money, which decently put meher, dowry, right? Big chunk of dowry, what do you call that? Amount. So this is what I found in the Quran ayats. Contradictions. Then what your right hand save girls of the save girls, fatiyatakum, of the believers. And Allah knows best about your faith. You are from one another more. Oh, God makes me sick. Really? So you can use each other like this? When you're not even in love with each other, you're getting married just because that fear, you see, in the end. Oh, and they have to be chaste. These women, there's less punishment. But adultery, fornication ruins societies. Bad curse, puts a curse on societies, individuals and family members. However, if these whom you have used for fear of, what is the last part here? This before fears, sin committing because fornication, right? Zinai for single men. Zinai what? Fornication, not adultery. Fears, committing sin of fornication, meaning that Allah says, Surah Nur ayat 33, remain chaste until Allah provides for you. Allah, but I have this fear of fornication that you've put, the man saying. So, okay, then Allah will not provide for you. I could not provide for you that you could afford to marry, have nikah with the free believing women, protected or whatever. Muhsinati, unmarried. You can't afford them, then go for these malakat, whatever right hands possess, right? Then, now look, so the Shias also and the Sunnis saying, but here Allah says, be chaste, be chaste. How could Allah allow fatiyatakum prostitution of girls? This is not even slave girls. Like an Hindu came and told me, right? A free bird. This is from perhaps what your right hands possess, but Allah doesn't say that. And then give them the writing if you know. This is about fatiyatukum Allah is talking about. Oh, no, Allah is talking about what your right hands possess. And then He goes from the wealth of Allah, which He gives you. And do not compel your slave girls to prostitution. To the prostitution if they desire chastity. Why would that be so? Hmm? So these are the girls, like compel. Allah is only saying here, do not force your slave girls, fatayatakum, girls. Do not compel your girls to the prostitution, fatayatakum. Right? Now, mostly when Allah uses fatayatikum in the Quran, it means girls or it means slave girls. Okay, so we searched that out. Quran corpus has given that Allah means not girls only, but slave girls. It's all the time slave girls or maids or slave girls, like that. So let's just take what the Quran says for now on this, right? Because it seems to be coming from what your right hands possess. This ayat is on what your right hands possess and how to then any good in these what your right hands possess, right? So you compel not these to prostitution. Moreover, Allah has added, if they desire chastity. As Allah, see, if they desire chastity. Why would Allah put it here like this when Allah has put here be chaste? They have to be chaste. Why has Allah put the burden on them to be chaste when He has put here they have to be chaste? Let be chaste, meaning you have to be chaste. Remain chaste. Meaning from Allah coming, command coming. Right? Then why is He saying here, more putting here after compelled prostitution? No. No, to compel, do not compel your slave girls to prostitution. If they desire chastity. Why on them the burden coming, whether to desire chastity or not to desire chastity? You got it? So if you take me up again and say, Zahra, but Allah saying here, but why Allah saying here? I'm not saying, why Allah saying here? If they desire chastity, why is now the burden going to the fatayatakum to desire chastity? Oh my God, come on, lawyers who have studied law, religious Sharia court lawyers, Sharia court judges, please come see this. Normal also, lawyers will tell you, judges will tell you, what is this? Now why is the burden of being chaste gone to these fatiyatakum? Moreover, Allah saying, do not compel them, meaning do not force them into the prostitution. Huh? So, I'm getting better and better at this. Before, I wouldn't have been able to when I started with this. Now, you telling me go back up, be chaste. Yes, I see, be chaste. But why here now why Allah saying to them, putting the burden on them, if they desire chastity, do not compel them to prostitution. That means that even if Allah has put in the very beginning that be chaste, but Now what Allah say? Burden on them to be chaste or not to be chaste. Right? Allah doesn't tell them, you remain chaste still. Allah not consistent here. See, how else may I put it for you? So if they desire chaste. So that mean that what mean work it out, lawyers, logic, work it out. All ayat I'm taking. What is important I'm taking for this. So this means that if they did not desire chastity, then prostitution of fatayatakum is allowed in Islam. You get it or still you not get it? Why am I doing this? It's not good. If they desire chastity, moreover, what Allah put here, forgiveness to whom? Meaning, those who compel them, or we're not too sure because ambiguous ayat. Maybe you think you can work it out through Arabic, but I still tell you, no, no, you cannot. Which one is he saying? He will forgive after the compulsion, after their compulsion. He is forgiving and merciful. How can he forgive the fatiyatakum whom you compelled into prostitution when they desire chastity? He cannot forgive. Forgiveness is for those who compel them here, not for these. Oh my God. So thank goodness after O level, I recognize this Allah, something wrong here, but I still remain in I not leave my religion, right? But I keep quiet in myself. Huh? You understand? No? How many times I explain? Oh my God. I can just not make this smaller. Look. Yes, yes, it say remain chaste. But why Allah say if they desire chastity for these fatiyat? Why burden on them to remain chaste? Why the freedom on them? Burden of proof, sorry. Why the freedom for them to remain chaste or not? Put here because compel, and then moreover Allah has what? Emphasized that if they want chastity, don't compel them. But if they don't want chastity, then there would be no compulsion in prostituting them because they desire prostitution. Oh my God. This means that what this, no, 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 no. Even Shia, what is in multilingual Quran? And what have you been telling us that, so this I work out? I'm not your enemy. Why would I want to leave Islam? Do I have madness? Am I going for suicide? Even Shias, being a Shia, leave my religion? Huh? Do I want to be, my Aqaf here, Tabatabai, Sayyid Ali, Mahsan, Al Hakim's son? Ooh. No, no, grandson. Tell the Sheikh, okay, this Shia girl, woman, I want to, our Aqaf decide for her that she have death penalty, execution. So where am I going? Surah, yeah, 24, Ayat 33. What the even Shia saying, no, no, no. Islam totally against prostitution. What is now called the white slave traffic was carried on by the wicked people, like Abdullah ibn Ubay, who hired 6 women slaves for prostitution. So this fatayatukum means, according to Shia tafsir also, slave women. Slave women for for prostitution. According to this verse, no more despicable trade can be imagined. So it is emphatically condemned and prohibited. What prostitution is prohibited? Freedom to the slave, but it is a historic fact. Although the Imams among the Ahlul Bayt gave freedom to the even today the free followers are, but so prostitution is haram in Islam, forbidden. Surah 7 and 33. Anything that is indecent, hidden, don't do it hidden, don't do it openly, don't do it in undercover, right? Hiding. And prostitution is haram. Trade, what? Trading prostitutes. Prostitution is haram in Islam, right? No, no, it is allowed here. Look. So I come here from very beginning, challenge here. Oh, on this ayat. See, please. Challenge. Prostitution is allowed in Islam of fatayatukum. Now you say, yes, no, what you say against Allah, against this ayat, this part. You understand? Or you not understand still? Even to Sunni I say, come. Prostitution of fatayatukum permissible in Islam. Okay, just let us be on the safe side to say fatayatukum are these from what your right hands possess here. So what even the Shia say, okay, let's go with them. Let's go on the safe side. But where I get you, prostitution. Here I'm very adamant. I cannot go against Allah and what He's telling me here. Telling you, telling all Muslims, telling everyone, prostitution are allowed. Forced prostitution of fatayatukum, not allowed. Haram. But prostitution of fatayatukum, allowed. Oh my God. So this is how I work out. Show you, right? This poor guy, Sheikh Asai, what you do to him and his followers. Not his fault. So what should we have? It's not from Allah. It's from Shaitan. We should have freedom in our search. Freedom. Every subjective spirituality. Let it be. Let them, whatever they follow, maybe. As long as they're not hurting you. No rigidity, and no death penalties, please. And also for the ex-Muslims, please understand, as Muslims, why give death penalties to them and harm them and all this? Because your religion. You see, even when you know that they are going to hell, you know, Shias, you know, Sunnis going to hell. Sunnis know Shias going to hell, right? According to their religion and how they worked it out. Now, You don't give death penalties to each other. So it's futile coming here and saying, oh, because, we want to save you from the fire of hell. How hypocritical has this religion made you? You see one part like this, another part not like this. We want to save you, ex-Muslims, from going to hell. No, it's because Prophet Muhammad has said, and both have it, Shia and Sunni, kill the one who changes his religion, meaning leaves Islam. So don't tell me you are very concerned. You're okay. You come and tell me this, but then go and tell the Sunnis also, Shias. See how Shia come here and say, oh, we are all united. Yes, we love each other. We Shias love Sunnis. But are you bothered? You come here and tell me, hey, come back to this religion so that you don't go in the hellfire. You see the contradictions, hypocrisy that has seeped in all of you. And you think you are doing a great job, and no, hear this, we are very right. God knows what. You know what I mean? I can't say it properly. Apologize. Or this, that you don't see your own, the bad in you that this religion has put. You don't see it. Yes, do you see it now? Educated in Bahrain, Sheikh Hassan. Followers, your orthodox ulamas, religious scholars, persecuted even after his death, his followers. They became Babis. Where Imam Mahdi coming? So then we have those, the great Ismailis, happy go lucky, happy. They have the Imam present, absolutely wonderful. I'm also my heart on him. Oh, yes, wonderful, wonderful. See what Shaitan has done. And they think they are the best. And I also think they are the best in the Shia. Pluralism and freedom, and oh, wow, wonderful. God has given such freedom in this religion, absolutely. And modern and up to date, since Islam was a modern religion. The most modern Abrahamic religion, up to date. Why shouldn't the Imam make it even more modern, up to date in this day and age? So they are rejoicing, Ismailis, and I could get pulled into Ismailism. They think they are right. Wonderful, yes, it's so amazing. We are all rejoicing. You are all rejoicing in your. Doesn't Allah say this? You are all rejoicing. This shaitan gives you another. You all are rejoicing in what you believe in your sex. Thinking, oh, we are the true ones. But they fragmented their religion among themselves into sects, each party boasting about what it had. Surah Mu'minun, Ayat 53. Thanks to AI, thanks to. Also in Surah 30, Ayat 32, Room is it? Or Surah 30 is with those who split up their religion and become mere sects, each party rejoicing in that which is with itself. Of those who, oh yeah, that's Yusuf Ali. Look, Surah 30 at 32 and Surah 23 at 53. But people have cut off their affair of unity between them into sects, each party rejoicing in that which is with itself. Also, Surah 23 at 53. Oh my God, such a world, such a life. Right? And even those who say we are Muslims only, don't call us anything else. Like, don't call us believers. Don't call us Hizbullah, party of Allah. Oh, Allah Himself has called Hizbullah. What? So, no, they are Muslims, they are Hizbullah, what are they? Abraham is a follower, Shia of Abraham is Hanif, Abraham is a nation, Abraham was a Muslim. But being just a Muslim, what are these Bedouins? Poor Bedouins told. The desert Arabs said, we are believers. Look at this. Said, we are believers. They were told by Allah, no, don't say you are Mu'min. You are only Muslims. So Salahuddin, I show and I work it out for Salahuddin. I say, now tell me. Salahuddin from Saudi Arabia. Oh, this powerful, this little give me power today. Supplement. Oh, maybe. So some wrong with my metabolism or adrenaline not running properly. The Bedouins say we have believed. Say you have not yet believed. But they say you have submitted, meaning you are Muslims. Really, the word comes from Muslim. Aslamna. This means you are Muslims and has not yet entered the Iman. What is Allah doing to you? So Muslims rejoicing that you are here, but the faith is, you're not calling yourself believers. Why are you not calling yourself Muslim believers? Huh? Just Muslim. And another thing, just call on Allah. Right? Oh, don't call on anyone. I worked that out. Poor people calling on Allah alone. What you get? You have no intercession? You can't call the intercessor? Oh. So don't call on anyone, but Allah will help me. Call on Allah alone also this. So I worked this out. Surah Nisa ayat. Call on Allah. See how Allah deceive you. Surah Nisa ayat. Oppressed men, women, and children. Call on Allah. Now you go call on Allah. How fair is this? Then Allah telling someone else like you, go and help them. They are praying to Allah. Why is Allah telling you? Fight for them or at least help them. Allah not coming for them. And what for you? Not that you fight in the way of Allah. Huh? And for those, four is in bracket, for those who are weak among the men and the women and the children. What are they doing who are weak? Maybe not oppressed, but weak. Those who say, our Lord, maybe they're oppressed also because the prayers, we are oppressed. Not weak, oppressed. Allah calls them weak. Okay. Take us out of, oh, our Lord. They're praying to Allah. And Allah is telling you, will you not fight for them? So please, Allah, send us. So from someone, take us out of this town. The oppressors are its people. And appoint for us from yourself a protector, waliyan, and appoint for us from yourself a helper. Now, Allah Himself not coming, answering that prayer. He's asking you, what is the matter with you? That you do not fight in the cause of Allah and the oppressed among men, women, children who say Allah. You get it? Allah not coming. Allah is telling you to go. And they're praying to Allah. How is Allah going to help them? Through you. Who will help them? Call on Allah alone. Call on Allah alone, and Allah is telling you, meaning Allah is calling on you. Right? To help them. Surah Nisa 75. Oh my God. Oppressive people, and appoint for us from yourself. Oh Allah, take us out of the city of oppressive people and appoint for us from. Allah is telling you not to call on anyone, but here Allah is telling you what is the matter with you. How is Allah going to help them? Through you. So shouldn't they be calling? Okay, so now they've recognized that Allah has sent you as a wali of theirs and as a nasir, helper. Not Allah alone, helper. You see, from Allah coming, helper. Human being. Alien coming, angel coming, no. Human being. Allah did not send the angel here. Allah is telling you to be the helper from Himself, to be the wali from Himself, the protector of this. Right? Who is the wali? Surah Ma'idah 55. Ali, Allah, the messenger, and the believers who. So Shias think they have worked out that Ali is the wali at the level of Allah with the messenger. Sunnis would say what? They haven't yet worked out properly. So this, what a tragedy. And why Allah sent Moses to free the people from Pharaoh and not to go, like how each of them, the community could, whole, so many people under Pharaoh, right, misled, and he's made himself God. He could have told all of them, get up. I'm helping you through what? But then he tells you not to do dua to anyone, not to call on anyone. Dua means calling upon, like supplicating. Help me, oh Allah, like that. Dua, not salat. And salat is given to you, believers. Surah Ahzab ayat and to Prophet Muhammad. So Allah should remove him. So Allah now, even Shias, now you don't call on, what Allah saying, call on me, call on me. These poor people are calling on Allah. And Allah is telling you, help them, help them, help them. What this? And then Allah is saying, do not call on anyone but me. What this? Or besides me. What this? Big joke, wicked. Very, very wicked, very deceiving. Now, even a child can, of what class? Fourth grade work. I make it easy, now you work out. You don't have to even work out. Now you understand this? Even fourth grade child can understand what Allah has done, how deceiving, and how you have been deceived by this Allah. And He's calling the angels. What that also? He can't work. Like what? Do not call, like pray to me and then I will send you someone. Are you saying that? You are not giving that person. Allah can give power to, so you call on that person, make it easy. What bureaucracy? What bureaucracy calling on Allah? Now you find out once and for all that in every age, Allah has sent this helper. Now, like Allah sent a doctor who will heal everything. Now you call the doctor or you will call Allah? You will call the doctor who you know is going to heal you. He's got healing, holistic healing for you. Are you going to call Allah or the doctor Allah sent? And has told you now, has given you more than signs. Yaqeen. Oh, that's what he should do. So all this is wrong here, the way it went. The Quran ayats I saw. So I didn't see it. Of course, I saw it from every angle. The Quran ayats I have shown you. Shia, Sunni, the tafsirs and kind of guessing. Like if I didn't know something, I would. Salahuddin told me like in Surah Ahzab ayat. I said, oh, okay. So then with the Salahuddin, I couldn't help him here. But the Shias I could help. So then I stopped arguing, showing Salahuddin like this, that he's a false prophet or there's a contradiction here. But not about Ummul Mu'mineen and mothers like Surah Mujadila, taking Surah Mujadila. But on one point in Surah Ahzab, what was it? That a Prophet Muhammad practiced this pagan Arab custom of adoption when he didn't know he was a prophet. So he took Zayd as this is what the Sunnis believe. So on that point, I said, oh, okay, I got it. So I stopped telling him, I stopped telling him what the Shias believe, right? Why should I impose that on him? So, okay, this is what the Sunnis believe. So I have another way of helping the Sunnis to see. Go to Surah Tahrim, that he's a false prophet. For Shias, I can use Surah Azab for that point. That you say he was a prophet from his birth. He knew. And he knew. You get it? So all this, my way, I took. I hope I didn't get carried. If I, yeah, if I made a mistake, I would get startled and very stressed, and on top of the stress that I already have, and unspeakable attacks and my condition, right? Yet I had to come here more stressed, startled because of my this former religion. Kill. I mean, death penalty, give death penalty. It could be a marja who can give me, or the person who's supposed to. He pronounces the death penalty, decides. Not like I go on the street and you Muslims come and stab me and stone me to death or something like this. In Shias, marja is supposed to decide. It's like a court case has to happen. Anyways, for some Sunnis or all, or it could be like any Sunni can just go killing. Oh, sorry, on a spree. Apostates. Don't do that, please. So change away because the Prophet's wives are told, why wouldn't you give death penalty? Allah didn't give a death penalty of apostasy to the Prophet's wives. You can see Quran ayats, two Quran ayats I showed you. So if you're saying, oh, if they chose Hayat Dunya and Sinat and not, they left Prophet, meaning they got divorced, meaning they left Islam, because Allah says, if you prefer Allah and not and the life of this. No, if you prefer Allah meaning Islam, right? Oh, please. So, and this how shaitan, you see, he want to confuse you, and then we have to work it out. He's not being, like, see how he's put it here, Allah, right? Where are the two ayats? Oh, God. Oh, I can't find. So, Surah Asab, ayat 4 or 5. 4. Allah say what? Oh, no. That's about Ummul Mu'mineen. Wait a minute. No, no. Surah Azab. If you want the life of this world, sorry, because I can't remember the ayat number, and its zenith and its adornment, if you wives of the Prophet. Let's see if I can just quickly find it like this. Oh, it's verses 28 to 29. So let's open it in Reza 28. Oops. So look at this also. O Prophet, say to your wives, if you desire the life of this world, of the world and its adornment, then come, I will provide for you and release you with the release good, Jamilan, yani Jamila, right? And the next ayat, but if you should desire Allah and His Messenger and the home of the hereafter, then indeed Allah has prepared for the doers of good among you a great reward. Okay, now you're going to say that this doesn't mean that they have left Islam. They have just desired the life of this world and not, they did not desire Allah. What does this mean? And if you should desire Allah, forget the rest hereafter, His Messenger. So this means the choice they made is to desire the life of this world and its zenith, glitter, and not Allah, and meaning they're out of Islam, aren't they? Then there's another ayat. See how Allah has put it, so I have to explain it to you. Because some of you will say, no, no, they haven't left Allah. They don't desire Allah, but they are still Muslims, are they? So you see the problems here that I have to. But look, then on this also, great argument, great discussion can take place until the cows come home, right? Between me and you Muslims. Which surah is it? Hayat-e Dunya. Those who desire the life of this world, they have nothing. And adornment. Quran ayat. Surah 11 ayat 15 and 16. See, I keep forgetting. Now this also again. Whoever desires the life of this world and its adornments, Although we're told that we can have both. When? How? Show me Shias, Sunnis, Muslims. We fully repay them for their deeds there. And they therein will not be deprived. 16. Those are the ones for whom there is not in the hereafter but the fire. And lost is what they did therein, and worthless is what they used to do. What does this mean? So those who desire the only desiring the life, not it doesn't say only, but desire the life of this world and its adornment. Although as a Muslim we're told we can have the life of this world and its adornment, make this life beautiful and our hereafter. Right? So this. Hello, Dawat Murtad, how are you? Not too well, thank you. Hope you are doing good. Oh, so you see how Allah has put it? Like, on one hand, sometimes this, sometimes that. Don't you see, like, it's confused. These are really, what is this? How confusing, contradict. You see the contradictions put in such a way that you may miss it. So some Muslims saying, are some Muslims saying that if the wives, since Allah has said, if you leave, since Prophet Muhammad has said, if they leave Islam, whoever leaves Islam, take their lives, right? So how can it be in the Quran that Allah saying, "O Prophet, say to thy wives, your wives, tell your wives, if you seek the world and its zinat, adornment, then come. I will make some provision for you and release you in an honorable way." Like make some, if taking Maududi, provision for you, make some provision for you, give you money, this, that, whatever you need. Huh? What this? Are you interested in this? Don't you share StreamYard link? No, right now, no, I'm showing something helping the Muslims, and my topic is here. Now, some people on my live streams are creating problems for me, right? Not on screencasting, please. Why Dawat-e Murtad? How invitation to the apostates? Or invitation of an apostate in English. So, are you interested in following this, or what are you interested in right now? Dawat-e Murtad. Not on this, not at this time. So, you see, are you interested in helping me, Dawat-e Murtad? So, can you please just see from here where you're seeing this? Surah Ahzab. What does this mean for the wives? That if they desire the worldly life and its adornment, then come, I will provide for you. Dawat-e Murtad is very important again, because there should be no penalty, no death punishment for blaspheming or at least leaving Islam. See this here. For your own good. Again, I've come on this. No issues. How you want to work, keep doing. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Really appreciate this. I work like this. So can't give you like my way. I come without exaggeration. If I get startled, I startle myself. Mistake, I come and correct myself. But I don't want to get into more problems. and more issues like with ex-Muslims and not agreeing with them, or correcting them, or you did this wrong. But it's not such a big deal, like, but it makes me angry here because then waste of my time, and then what will the Muslims say? Or could it make us, go back to Islam? Muslims may be trying hard. So, how you want to work? Why you're asking me this question? No issue, but how I want to work. Like, pardon? Oh goodness, on one, is that a back? Like, on one hand, you're asking me this, Dawat Murdi. I want to work in such a way that I want to work, that I can't put, oh God, that I don't send the Muslims disgusted away. Already they must be disgusted. Make, not exaggerate or not misquote. Yes, I make errors and all this, but depends, right? My intention. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. No issue, how you want to work. There's a song, if you don't know be me by now, you will never, never, never know me. So it's not what, how I want to work. Okay. Like, Hindus coming here and some ex-Muslims also, I don't agree with them. I don't show the way they show tafsirs upon, like, oh, sorry, hadiths and that, like Prophet, he's good, he's changed, he says, like, this is his way. Christian Prince has made many Muslims leave Islam, but I don't want to work like him. I don't want to work like Rob Christian and the other, even the Hindus, Indians who work with ex-Muslims. I don't want to work like them. I have my own way. Okay? All right. Now, you see how Allah has put here. Some Muslims might say the wives, of course, no, no, no. Zahra, the wives have not left Islam. They've just accepted. They just want hayat dunya and its adornment. But no death penalty for them. No, no, because you see, is the hadith more important or the Quran ayat? But if you should desire Allah, now it continues. This is a follow up. I'm reading in context. What this mean? Have they left Islam or not? Have the wives of the Prophet left Islam or not? And I want to work in such a way that I can help the Muslims, but I haven't been able to achieve that way. That even if the Muslims come here and attack me and, as I'm dying, they kill me softly, like the Shia attacking me here, verbally, and all this trying to cancel me and blasphemy. While dying, 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 I say, what is the matter with you? I want to help you in the best possible way, acquire best manners, which I failed in life, be a good person, not ridicule anyone, but, appeal to your hearts. Please leave Islam. This is the reasons why. I know for every man, every woman, their belief is very important, but why? If it's a false belief and I can prove it, why are you killing me? Why do you want to give me on blasphemy when I have ample evidence? Brothers and sisters, how can I bring it to your heart To your very soul, speak to your very soul. Like the Quran ayat says in Surah Nisa, speak to their very souls. How can I reach the Muslims' very souls? Not ridiculing, but it was my religion. So sometimes I act funny. And many times, yeah, but like this. I don't, okay, I just go funny, and that's not right for me. Like, I don't like it, but I, you know, out of control, madness. And please, in a cooperative, not dishonest, yeah? Because I'm not your enemy. So now I can take that hadith also. For example, why should I take that hadith? To show you how many of you Muslims are going to heaven. From 73 sects, Prophet Muhammad has said one sect. He hasn't, and which is the of the main body. That doesn't mean the main body is out of the sect of Islam. Doesn't mean that. Only one out of 73 sects are going. Save yourselves. This is not from Allah. Goodness. So this is how I use the hadith. So that it even gets into the Shias, and they see what to speak to your very souls, to be very honest, to not exaggerate, to not ridicule you. I'm not putting in a way Islam down in the way ridiculing or laughing at every Tom, Dick, and Harry. No, no. Laughing or making fun of even a miracle that could be, but miracles happen in every religion. Why not? Right? So I'm not laughing at your Allah's miracles. I'm not taking that, what is this? Yeah, yeah, I'll take that. It is true. What is this? That Suleiman, who was it, dead on the stick, walking stick? What is this? It's not Allah. But I'm not going there right now. I went in the end. I did go there. Christian Prince has gone there in that ayat many times. What is this? Suleiman died, and he's standing on his walking until the termites got into the walking stick or what? Really, please. So, but like this first, right? Then we can go there, and I'm not laughing at your miracles, your carpet, flying carpets or anything. That's not even in the Quran. Shias, I'm not laughing at Abu Talib. God gave Abu Talib, and I have to ask, well, how old was Prophet Muhammad? Was Halima away? And maybe then, of course, God can give the miracle to Abu Talib, and the milk can come out of Abu Talib's chest so that Prophet Muhammad can drink it as a child. But you see, I was thinking of that Sunni hadith, and the way it was put to me here, that the beloved of Abu Talib got this, so it was kind of weird. I thought it was like I was confused. The person, Freebird, confused me or something, or I confused myself. But I'm not boasting about myself. I know I'm not good. I do make fun. I do have an accent. I do go funny. I do make mistakes. I feel betrayed, and I will make, when that human thing is in me. Imagine if you felt betrayed by me, a trusted friend betrayed you, took you in the confidence and then betrayed you. How would you feel? You know, my aunt, who was happy go lucky, she then got married, had a house, had workers, servants. She told me, happy go lucky, hardly anything would make her angry. But, when it came to, she told me, no, it's just that, we trusted these workers. It's trust. That's where it used to get to her. She hardly would get angry. She was a happy go lucky, laughing, laughing. So it gets to me, then my head cracks, heart cracks, broken. And then I speak in this accent and act funny. So please see this. But if you should desire Allah and His Messenger, this means they've left Islam. The wives of the Prophet, if they want to leave Islam, this means then Allah says, I will provide for your enjoyment. Even provide for their enjoyment. Yusuf Ali put it in a very good way. Then come, I will provide for you and release you with release good. This means there's no death penalty for the wives who wish to leave Islam and desire the life of this world and its adornment. What if the apostates who left Islam wish to leave Islam because it's a lie they find out, but they don't want to enjoy life. They just want to, of course, why not make the most out of it, the best, live your best life? Yes. This doesn't mean like enjoy the adornments and go for the material value, but whatever you have, like it's good. Okay, you have it, but be honest and all this, right? Try to instill these qualities, honesty and all this, for consciousness, for your own, that when you die, what did this one say? A quote. Or, choose spirituality over no religion, just pure spirituality. Or choose soulful living, true living, maybe, the way you think. Or for the truth. So, for the truth, I'm doing this. Do you think I'm going to live a lie? Knowing that this is science has said, what what do they say? What is constant here? Change is constant, right? So like that, are you going to give me a death penalty or anyone else for this? But it shouldn't be. If they want to enjoy this life, make the most of it. We're told in Islam allows us to make life beautiful and the hereafter. Like it doesn't have to be only the hereafter and not the life. So what is our prayer in kunut in the 5 times prayers? Huh? Second rakat, when we take our hands up. I've forgotten. But it's about, oh Allah, oh our Lord, Ya Rab, make our life beautiful in this life, make it beautiful and in the hereafter, and save us from the fire of hell. So make our life beautiful, right? This life also, good or beautiful. So Islam, I thought, allowed that. But for the wives, it's like leaving Islam and desiring the life of this world and the zinat. This means not desiring Allah, not desiring the Messenger, not desiring the hereafter. They have left Islam. So, can you leave that hadith? And Shias, how do you, whatever way your Imams have said, and Prophet Muhammad, meaning, has said, learning from Prophet Muhammad, whoever leaves religion, kill them. So, don't see this. Why kill the believers but not the wives of the Prophet? Moreover, Allah has made them Ummul Mu'mineen. And double punishment for them if they do open lewdness. Yet they're told here that if they leave Islam, meaning in now conclusion, right? And succinctly put, Surah Ahzab ayat 28 and 29. If they leave Islam, the wives of the Prophet, no death penalty for them. No harm done to them. In fact, enjoyment. I will provide you for your enjoyment and set you free in a handsome manner. So now who's going to tell me blasphemy we can't take it? Or apostasy will put you, we Shias and Sunnis have united on this. Who should be bold enough, have the audacity to say this to me or any ex-Muslim? Look at what your Allah has told your Prophet here. We can do to his wives who leave Islam. Provide handsomely or set you free handsome and provide for you so that you enjoy it. And when you get, so you have they've left, but when they no nothing in the hereafter for you but the fire, right? Surah 11 ayat 15 and 16. So why death penalty? Why on blasphemy also? So many times Allah has been displeased with your Prophet. Here. Sunnis, you know this? Surah 33, ayat 37, tafsir. And you're telling us we shouldn't say anything. Even Surah 33, ayat 37, Quran.com. Look, here. Wasn't Allah, let me find it. Blasphemy, huh? But your Allah let him go. Firstly, because giving a divorce, though permissible in the Sharia, permissible and the happening, repugnant, okay, of Islam, in the Sharia of Islam, it is not desirable. In fact, it is the most detested and repugnant of things permissible. And the happening of something as a creational, takwini imperative does not affect the operative religion. Secondly, crossing, bless her heart, there was a thought. If Zaid were to give divorce and Zainab were to be married to him, consequently, the Arabs would, very much in line with the custom of Jahiliyyah, throw taunts on him that he married the wife of his son, although it doesn't even say adopt a son. But although the Quran has already demolished the custom of Jahiliyyah, reject authority, son, real, Sayyidina. And remember when you were saying the one favored Muslim, secondly, if I can find it. Sorry, this will take some time for me to find where Allah was displeased with Prophet Muhammad here. Personal charge you made in a person who was respected even means hold your wife in your bond of marriage and do not divorce her and fear Allah. The order to fear Allah at this place could also be taken to mean that divorce is a detested, repugnant act from which you should abstain. And it could also be taken in the sense that once he decides to hold her in his nikah, let not his temperamental distaste become a cause of falling short in the fulfillment of her due rights. What the Holy Prophet said was correct and sound in its place, but after having learned about the event as it would transpire through divine revelation, and after the intention of nikah with Sayyida Zainab having emerged in his heart, this advice of not divorcing given to Sayyidina Zaid had remained at the level of a sort of formal expression of good wishes, something not appropriate to the station of a messenger of Allah. Particularly so because, along with it, included therein was the apprehension of taunts from the people. Therefore, in the cited verse, the admonition was revealed in the words which mean you were concealing in your heart what Allah was going to reveal when the information about his marriage with Sayyida Zainab was conveyed to him from Allah, and the intention of marriage had already crossed his heart. Then the act of hiding this intention and indulging in such formal remarks was not appropriate to his station, meaning the messenger Muhammad's, Prophet Muhammad's station. As for the apprehension of taunts from people, it was said, and you were fearing people, while Allah is more entitled to be feared by you. In other words, when you knew that this thing is going to take place as a matter destined by Allah Ta'ala, without there being any apprehension or danger of His displeasure in that case, then simply because of the apprehension of taunts from people, such remarks are not appropriate. So this, Allah was kind of displeased. It's not even, no, where does it say? But this means that Allah was displeased with the messenger of Allah. It doesn't even suit his status as a messenger of Allah and as a prophet. For God's sakes. And you're telling us we are blaspheming? And we, both Sunnis and Shias, come together, Taimur. How fair and square justice. Where is your justice? So here we can criticize like Allah has criticized, knowing we have worked it out. Not through the Shia tafsir. Shias I gave them. I said, what are you saying here? I don't agree with you. I agree with the Sunnis here. At least in this ayat. Tafsir of the Sunnis, right? He didn't come up to the standard of being the messenger of Allah and a prophet of Islam. For God's sake. So, Allah Himself is then now blaspheming your prophet. So, is your prophet higher than Allah? Without there being any apprehension or danger of His displeasure in that case, then simply because of the apprehension of taunts. There was no danger. Allah was displeased with him here. Not Zaid. Ibn Qatir has reported the following words with reference to Ibn Abi Hatim. Allah Ta'ala had made His Prophet know that Sayyidah Zainab will also become one of His blessed wives. After that, when Zaid came to him with a complaint against her, he said, fear Allah, keep your wife. Do not divorce her. Thereupon Allah Ta'ala said, I had made it known to you that I shall have her married to you. You were concealing in your heart the thing that Allah was going to disclose. The majority of commentators, Zuhri, Bakr, Bakr ibn al-Ala al-Kushairi al-Qadi Abu Bakr ibn al-Arabi have adopted this very tafsir. That is, the mention of the thing he was keeping to himself was but this intention of marriage under the divine revelation. Counter to this, there are narrations in which the words, and you were concealing in your heart, have been explained as love for Zainab. Not lust, but love here. And this tafsir, about this tafsir, Ibn Kathir has said, oh my God, he fell in love with Zainab, another man's wife, his adopted son's wife. And this tafsir, Ibn Kathir has said, we did not like to mention these narrations as none of these is sound. Oh, okay. Then the words of the Quran themselves lend support to this very tafsir. Oops, mentioned above on the authority of Sayyidina Zain al-Abidin, the fourth Imam of the Shias, the great-grandson of Prophet Muhammad, great-grandson. Because in this verse, Allah Ta'ala has himself said very clearly that the thing hidden in the heart of Prophet Muhammad was that Allah Ta'ala is going to disclose. And the thing that Allah Ta'ala disclosed in the next verse, 37, ayat, is nikah or marriage with Sayyidah Zainab, as said in, we gave her into your marriage. Rual Mani, to protect oneself against taunts thrown by people is praiseworthy unless it affects some objective of the Sharia. A question arises here as to why the Holy Prophet chose to conceal this matter, which became the cause of divine displeasure. Which became the cause of divine displeasure. Didn't I say God's displeasure? God was displeased with them. Oh my God, what blasphemy are you talking about against us? Apostates. Taimur, come. Oh my God. So this is what I saw. And yet, like now recently against the Hindu who pointed this out that Prophet Muhammad was resting. And yet okay, about the divorce thing, so I've corrected that. Concealment, I've corrected through Surah Baqarah, that he can conceal it until, his interest in Zainab, until the divorce and the Ida period, Ada, yani whatever Z. Oh my God. Whatever was decreed by God, Zaid completed that and Zainab completed it. And then Allah gave him in marriage. Anyway, some of it is wrong from the Sunni side too. No. What is wrong? But you see, oh my God, your prophet earned divine displeasure. Was it? Okay, whether I agree or not, whether take some from my side, Surah Baqarah, whether I agree to the Sunni, but it is here. Anyways, the taunts of a hostile people. To answer that, it can be said that there is an essential general rule in this matter which stands proven from the Quran and Sunnah. According to this rule, when doing an act may cause misunderstanding among people or may invite their taunts, then in order to protect the faith of people and save them from the sin of throwing taunts, it is permissible to avoid that act, subject to the condition that the act itself should not be one of the objectives of the Sharia and no religious injunction of halal and haram is related with it, even though the act of itself in itself be praiseworthy. In this matter, a precedent exists in the Hadith and Sunnah of the Holy Prophet, who said, when Baytullah was constructed during the period of Jahila, several things have been done contrary to the original structure laid out by Sayyidina Ibrahim. First of all, some parts of the Baytullah was left outside the constructed area. And there were two doors. People enter inside the Baytullah. Sayyidina Ibrahim, okay, just quickly skimming through West and Jahiliyyah, two unwarranted changes. The purpose was to let only those who permitted go in. The Holy Prophet said this and that. Oh, well, I don't really. So, as for the event of the marriage of, there's an Islamic legal objective to be achieved. Oh, so you see the Holy Prophet here, Sunnis. Do you say here also he wasn't a prophet? Here, he was definitely a prophet, right? So, a question arises as to why the Holy Prophet chose to conceal this matter, which became the cause of divine displeasure, not pleasure. Because what Allah was to reveal. So he shouldn't have. Actually, it is right. Even though if we take Surah Baqarah ayat, that you're supposed to conceal it until the person divorces his wife, the believer. You're supposed to conceal your interest for his wife, his divorced wife, until the whole divorce, Ida, she goes through maybe, right? So, Sunnis are right here. This was cause, yani he earned the divine displeasure. Did he? Only to avoid the taunts of a hostile people. Or they're working it out because there's a question mark here. But they've said this. To protect oneself against taunts thrown by people is praiseworthy unless it affects some objective of the Sharia. So are they saying, did the Holy Prophet? A question arises here as to why, they're saying why the Holy Prophet chose to conceal this matter, which became, they're not saying which. Wait a minute, let me work this out. Let me just understand this. I need to, oh my goodness, something to drink. Why chose to conceal this, which became the cause of divine displeasure? Right? Shias have tried to work this out. Didn't become the divine, become the cause of divine displeasure. Because he actually didn't fear. Shias, he actually didn't fear the people. Allah is telling the people that, in this way, in this ayat, that he's not supposed to fear you, he's supposed to fear me. And the way Allah said it, Shias, you just change the whole sentence, ayat of the ayat of Allah. You change the words of Allah here, the whole meaning. So then so question mark, right? Divine displeasure only to avoid the taunts of a hostile people. Could it be? So a question arises like, why would he earn or, become a cause of displeasure? How to put it? Chose to conceal this matter. So you see, so working, they have said it. They've put it here. Now, this blasphemy, you go. Why they put this blasphemy, blasphemy? Go against your own religious scholars. You see, because the question arises. Question has arose here. A question has come up here as to why the Holy Prophet chose to conceal this matter. Now I have to be very, now for whether I should bring Surah Baqarah, have they forgotten? He has to conceal it. But you see, coming to blasphemy, don't like Mirzaji, Mirzaji, Mirzaji. Engineer Mirza. He only said that the Christians say that Prophet Muhammad is the Dajjal, Antichrist. Meaning, why did he take his Prophet Muhammad's name with Dajjal? He was booked. 295C, Pakistan, Penal Code. Blasphemy on blasphemy. Please release him. Why would Holy Prophet? Oh, Yani Mirza ji is supposed to say, Rasul, why is the Holy Prophet, Yani Nabi, Holy Prophet? How do you put it? Huh? Nabi. Okay, they're not using his name here, but Holy Prophet, Yani. Okay. Sallallahu chose to conceal this matter, which became a question arises. But it's already become the cause of divine displeasure. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, I'm not feeling well. So I have to, right? It became the cause. Now, whatever. So, to answer that, it can be said that there is an essential general rule in this matter which stands proved from the Quran and Sunnah. Trying to work it out. Two, according to this rule, when doing an act may cause misunderstanding among people or may invite their taunts, then in order to protect the faith of people and save them from the sin of throwing taunts, it is permissible to avoid that act. Subject to the condition that this act itself should not be one of for God's sake. What are you trying to work out here, Sunnis? Forget coming like this, but I had to come like this, divine displeasure. Let's go here to the ayat and see. Of course he's earned. Look, first of all, isn't he supposed to say what Allah, you see what he's done here? Forget fear of people. Surah 33. He's not supposed to tell Zaid to keep his wife and fear Allah. Knowing that the divorce is going to take place and Allah will give him Zainab. How can he say to Zaid? Because his command should be Allah's command, right? Whatever prophet, messenger, Allah and the messenger make unlawful. Surah 4 ayat 80 also. What does it say? Obeying Allah, obeying the messenger is obeying Allah. So knowing that Allah is going to this point also, you see, knowing that Allah is going to give him Zainab and the divorce will take place, how could he tell Zaid now? Again, when Zaid again came complaining, like, okay, the forced marriage decreed, Allah and the Messenger decreed, but now when Zaid comes to complain against his wife, the Prophet tells him, keep your wife and fear Allah, knowing while you concealed within yourself that which Allah is to disclose. You see, a prophet cannot do this. Knowing a believer, when he has to marry another woman's wife, he knows the marriage is not working, divorce might take place. He's not supposed to say, I'm interested in this other person's wife until the divorce and the iddah after that, or sorry, the iddah and then the divorce, right? No. First the divorce and iddah, yes. Okay, the divorce takes place. Oh God, what am I saying? The iddah and the divorce. This is a prophet. And this is what I've. So you got it? Look how many people. He's deceived Zaid. He knows Shias. You know very well. The Prophet knows that the divorce will take place. Then why is he telling us Zaid? When the decree of Allah will take place. See, whether he's interested or not in Zaid. But why is he, while you concealed, that the divorce will take place, right? Oh my God. Should he not earn the divine displeasure, Allah's yani? Now you're scared to even say Allah's displeasure here. But they've said it. Question arises on this, that you feared the people. For God's sakes, when he's deceiving Zaid, he's actually deceiving Zaid here by saying, keep your wife and fear Allah while knowing, concealing. So it's not on the thing. He has deceived. He should not say this to Zaid when he knows that the divorce will take place. Shias and Sunnis both, you know now. Shias, moreover, emphasis on you. Taimur, what is this? किसी को मारना था ऐसे ही कि कुछ ज्यादती जैसे पाकिस्तान में होता है पर्सनल या अपने ईगो के लिए for your ego personal thing against me you have had or someone just because someone else has a personal thing against me your friend please justice करें आप honest people bias नहीं हो please हमारे आपके सुन्नी कह रहे हैं कि a question arises on this that how could he even I haven't even reached that far come here keep your wife and fear Allah while you concealed within yourself that which Allah is to disclose. Shouldn't have told Zaid this. Maybe on this also the tafsir. So then the words of the Quran themselves lend support to. Where's that divine displeasure here? It was a cause of to protect oneself against taunts. Wait a minute. First of all, knowing he knows already that the divorce will take place. He hid in his heart what Allah was going to disclose and that thing. Why would he tell Zaid to keep his wife and fear Allah? Then, double dealing. Isn't this dishonesty? To protect oneself against taunts thrown by people is praiseworthy. Now it's on that. So he's gained divine displeasure according to Sunni tafsir. But wait, before this, he's even deceived Zed. Oh my God, knowing that the divorce will take place. He should not have ordered Zed. Yani his saying is an order, command of Allah. You see? Oh, such a dishonest. Makes me sick. Okay, excuse me, I feel like throwing up. Yet, the Sunni tafsir is saying it did cause it, the other one, because he feared the people, and they're right about this. They're going in context with the ayat. They're not like the Shias, evading, like the way the Shias have evaded this, of fearing the people, when Prophet Muhammad should fear Allah. Believers should fear Allah, not the people. In whatever they do, whether it is ridiculous for others or whatever, or gaining the displeasure of others, or like Hazrat Musa feared, because he feared that the people would start believing in Pharaoh's sorcerers, jadugars. Oh God. It's not like that here. To protect oneself against taunts thrown by people and praiseworthy. Anyways, the question, excuse me, shouldn't it be like this? The question arises whether the Holy Prophet, this matter which became a cause of divine displeasure, only to a question arises here as to why actually it's already done. Your holy prophet, according to Sunni tafsir on Surah 33 ayat 37, your holy prophet chose to conceal this matter which became the cause of divine displeasure, only to avoid the taunts of hostile people. A question arises here as to why the Holy Prophet chose to conceal this matter, which became, it shouldn't be put like this. So it's already become, whether they work it out, and then in the end, what is? However, they work it out, but it became a cause of divine, meaning God's displeasure against your holy prophet. You understand? Sunni tafsir. Whose is it? Oh, sorry, I have to go up. Check whose tafsir is it? Marif al-Quran. Sunni tafsirs. Yeah, Marif al-Quran or Ibn Kathir, or even all this is Sunni. This is a Sunni website, Quran. On Quran and tafsirs. Tazkirul Quran is also Sunni tafsir on this ayat. Surah Azab, ayat 37. However, in conclusion, this very apprehension also became the cause of his prohibiting Sayyidina Zaid from divorcing his wife. See, revealed thereupon was an enduring reprimand. Reprimand from Allah. Like scolding. If I reprimand you, I'm scolding you like a teacher. It means scolding. So your holy prophet got a reprimand from Allah Ta'ala. In the following verses of the Quran, it reveals this very apprehension. What blasphemy by us against your prophet, or by Mirza engineer, Mirza G, your religious scholar? But look at this. Clearly put. Or what? Do I have to read it again? The whole thing? Understand it? Baba, this very apprehension also became the cause of his prohibiting Sayyidina Zainab. Sorry, like fear, like keep your wife and fear Allah from divorcing his wife. Revealed thereupon was an enduring from Allah, enduring reprimand, right? Meaning scolding. Oh my God. Oh my God. Meaning to a formal expression of disapproval. Yani, your Allah could be rebuking, admonishing, reproaching, scolding him, scolding your Prophet, the Holy Prophet. Excuse me. Yeah, it's admonish them. Officials were reprimanded for poor work, chastised, chide, upbraid, reprove, reproach, rebuke. You get it? Similar. Oh my God. Hello? Sunni and Shia coming against me for blaspheming the Prophet. We can even rape. Remember what Taimur said in my live chat, live stream. Harass, rape. I'm just saying what your tafsir is saying. How could you keep this person as a prophet? So David Wood is right. What an obvious false prophet. Even in this tafsir of yours on Surah, like Allah has rebuked him, Allah has reprimanded him, he's gained divine Allah's displeasure, and you're telling us why you are blaspheming our prophet. We can rape you if we want to, harass you to such an extent that to rape you. That's what Taimur said. I said, oh, you can also rape me then. He said, yes, yes. You have blasphemed prophet. And he used the name of Sheikh Hamdan. He said, even Sheikh Hamdan has told us to do this against you. Here I am. And so, all this. So I worked out Surah Tahrim, that he's an obvious, it's false prophet. How can we follow him? Now, still, but then Allah had to reprimand him. He's always making mistakes and Allah's reprimanding him. And he didn't even come up to the station of his as a holy prophet. Oh my God. Your tafsirs have said it, not me. But then Allah forgives him. What is this? Please, Shia Sunnis. Shias take another turn. Oh, oh. Look at these words of your own religious scholars. What has Ibn Khatir said? This was Ma'arif al-Quran's tafsir on Surah Azab ayah 37. What does Ibn Khatir say? Allah tells what his Prophet said to his freed slave Zaid bin Harith. But we just call him Zaid bin Harith, yeah? Who was the one? Okay, so, and you had done a favor Means by freeing him from slavery, and he was a great leader, held in high esteem, beloved by the Prophet. He was known as and appointed as commander. I haven't checked the messenger. Dinar 60 dirhams of stay. Zaid complained about her to the Messenger of Allah, who told him, stay with your wife and have taqwa of Allah. That's true. It's not fear, but taqwa of Allah. Allah says, but you did hide in yourself that which Allah will make manifest. You did fear the people, whereas Allah had a better right that you should fear Him. Ibn Jarir narrated that Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, said, if Muhammad were to have concealed anything that was revealed to him of the book of Allah, it would be this ayah. He would have concealed this ayah. But you did hide this part of the ayah. But you did hide in yourself that which Allah will make manifest, and you did fear the people, whereas Allah had a better right that you should fear Him. So when Zaid had completed his aim with her, he gave her to you in marriage. Aim? Yani, or Allah's decree it should be, not his aim that he should divorce and Zainab should sit in Ida. So when the whole thing is completed, then Allah should give marriage. So talaq and Ida, Allah should put here, not. And even in your tafsirs, you shouldn't put it like this, that when Zaid had completed his aim with her. Goodness. Sometimes it gives a wrong connotation, of this. He gave her to you in marriage. Meaning when her marriage to Zaid was over and he had separated from her, okay, we married her to you. Meaning, okay, then what happens? And the one who was her wali, guardian in this marriage was Allah Himself. In the sense that He revealed to the Prophet that he should go in, oh my, unto her without any wali, contractual agreement, dowry. Is written, is sick. Sorry, excuse me. I can't, where's that thing? Let me have a drink of tea. Sip of tea, sorry. We were when she entered, I don't like this unfit. Wedding feast was a bread and meat. Sorry, I'm just a little con case here. So anyways, sorry, I have to go. No, Ibn Kathir said, I am the one whose innocence was revealed from heaven. So, what is happening here? The difficulty to the believers and wives of. So, your prophet, okay, at least this, right? He would want to conceal this ayat, this part of the ayat, right? Oh my God. Aisha said it, but he appointed him as its, okay. And then this, and so between them said, but you did hide in yourself. So, Ibn Jarir narrated that Aisha said, if Muhammad were to have concealed anything that was revealed to him of the book of Allah, he would have concealed this ayah. Concealing an ayah. Maybe even added things. Anyways, so no. But only this, very important point. But look at this. Marif al-Quran. Now you go raping what? Who? Harassing her. Because in Marif al-Quran it says it's taken out from al-Hukum al-Tashri, secondly also crossing uh, religio-legal or oh this is no not taken from, sorry, it's a religio-legal order operative. Um, Marif al-Quran has not written on it in on its own, like it's taken from your books on this. So he earned a divine displeasure, and also Allah was like he didn't come up to the station. All this is your own religious scholars, tafsirs, interpretation. The second event ordered temperaments did not match. Ordered, and yet temperaments did not match. Oh God, this whole thing is terrible. Anyways, but we're reading from what point here is that it's all taken from your religious sources. She would be once said, showed his intention to divorce her. The Holy Prophet had though come to know through divine revelation that things would transpire in a way that Zed would divorce her, after which she would be married to him, but it was for two reasons that he stopped Sayyidina Zaid from giving a divorce. Firstly, because giving a divorce, though permissible in the Sharia of Islam, it is not desirable. In fact, it is the most detestable and repugnant of all things permissible, and the happening of such something as a creational takwini imperative does not affect the operative religio-legal order. Secondly, also crossing his blessed heart, there was the thought, if Zaid were to give divorce and Zainab were to be married to him, consequently, the Arabs would, very much in line with the custom of the Jahiliyyah, throw taunts on him that he had married the wife of his son. Not even adopted son, they've put here. Although the Quran has already demolished this custom of Jahiliyyah in the previous verse of this very Surah Al-Ahzab, following which there was no danger for a believer, even no scruple about it. But disbelievers who reject the authority of the Quran itself would still come out with their taunts because of their pagan custom of taking an adopted son as the real son in all aspects of the law. This very apprehension also became the cause of his prohibiting Sayyidina Zaid from divorcing his wife when Allah had revealed to him that the divorce will take place. So it's going against Allah. He should have prepared Zaid. How dishonest. Anyways, am I blaspheming? Because then, in other words, what have your own people said, your religious scholars and religious sources? Revealed thereupon was an enduring reprimand from Allah Ta'ala. Not to Zaid, not to Zainab, to your Prophet. Chastising his own Prophet. I didn't say it. So now what will you do to your own? Are you going to burn them? What are you going to do to this part? Revealed thereupon was an enduring reprimand from Allah, scolding, chastising, admonishing. Oh, moreover, and remember when you were saying, that's why, and remember when you were saying, keep your wife, fear Allah, and you were concealing in your heart what Allah was going to reveal, and you were fearing people. The one favored referred to here means Sayyidina Zaid. A favor, okay. A favor done? Okay. First thing he did, the Holy Prophet. As for the favor done to him by the Holy Prophet, the first thing he did was that he gave him his freedom from slave. Okay, secondly, grooming, training him. Greatest, okay, good, very good. Keep your wife to yourself and fear Allah. It means hold your wife in your bond of marriage and do not divorce her and fear Allah. The order to fear Allah at this place, meaning taqwa of Allah, could also be taken to mean that divorce is a detested and repugnant act, but it's going to happen. Allah is going to allow it to happen, from which he should abstain. He should abstain. Okay, he shouldn't, but it's going to take place. Allah revealed it to Prophet Muhammad. And it could also be taken in the sense that once he decided to hold, could be taken like this, could be taken like that, and could be taken like we took it, the apostates now, the ex-Muslims. Both ways. Let not his temperamental distaste become a cause of falling short in the fulfillment of her due rights. What the Holy Prophet said was correct and sound in its place, but after having learned about the event as it would transpire through divine revelation, and after the intention of nikah with Sayyida Zainab having emerged in his heart, this advice of not divorcing given to Sayyidina Zaid had remained at the level of a sort of formal expression of good wishes, something not appropriate to the station of a messenger of Allah. Now his own religious scholars are blaspheming against him. So, because they've learned through this ayat, because particularly so because along with it, inclined therein was the apprehension of taunts from the people. Therefore, in the cited verse, the admonition was revealed in the words, "Oh, the admonition of Allah against your Prophet," in the words which mean you were concealed. This is an admonition. You know what an admonition is? Again, scolding, reprimanding him. You were concealing in your heart what Allah was going to reveal. Now Salahuddin come and tell me he's not a prophet. He doesn't know he's a prophet. Here. Oh, and Allah is reprimanding. Like this is a reprimanding in Arabic. So in this form, Allah is saying you were concealing in your heart what Allah was going to reveal. Like that, reprimanding. This part. Allah is scolding the Prophet, chastising him. Or we can put it as chastising or reprimanding, scolding. Excuse me. And you're telling us that whatever happened here, we overlook reprimanding and doesn't even come up to the station of a prophet, holy prophet. He fell, he came down from the station of a holy prophet here. Allah, all this, okay? Do I have to repeat? Yet, whatever. As my nikah was done by Allah, and then, okay? So, yeah. But then maybe they try to, your religious scholars then, and the tafsirs, the religious, other religious sources. What? It's okay. It's all right. Others have done it. Oh, but but Moses, he killed a man. But then he came up to the standard. After that, he never made a mistake. Here, he's a prophet telling Zaid to keep his wife and have taqwa of Allah. Concealing in his heart. So he's supposed to prepare Zaid that Zaid, yes, Allah has told me, and the divorce is going to take place. And then he doesn't have to say that, then what will happen is. So I shouldn't be telling you, commanding you to fear, keep your wife and fear Allah. Oh my God, because by the divine decree, the divorce is going to take place. So what this divorce what another thing is the reasons used. My God, logic. So we didn't use this kind of logic and then compromise, and that we still will never blaspheme against Prophet Muhammad, the holy prophet, and we'll never, we take him as the true prophet. Yes, 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 yes. Sunnis here. Okay. And now I go. Thank you, Dawat Murtad. Yeah. Hope you see. This is the way I come. And if I'm wrong, that he have, oh, he started loving Zainab after get married. Allah and the Messenger ordered them to get married. Then he fell. Zainab was his cousin from his mother's side. He not fall in love with her. Only when she get married, she get more attractive. What? Or maybe Prophet Muhammad feels sorry for her. Oh, what have I done? And what has Allah done? Surah 33 at 36. The matchmaking. That Zainab is not getting along with that. She thinks she's very highborn. So we have to put her in our level. But then, okay, let the divorce take place and I will marry her. What is happening? So all, so I left my religion on this ayat also. Not only Surah 33, Surah 24, ayat 20, Surah 24, ayat 33, but this also. Look at it. And Surah Tahrim ayat. But, so a false prophet and Allah that allows prostitution, and no one is looking at it and saying, the Muslim Shia is even saying, no, 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 there's no prostitution. No, say there's no forced prostitution, but there is definitely the prostitution. If they desire it, the fatayatakum. And then if the Indian free bird has gone a little, I can't blame him, right? And can we then blame him, Muslims? Because here it does say that he fell in love, not lust. So let's not say lusting. Prophet Muhammad lusted. Let's say love. Oh, so he started loving Zainab, another man's. Oh, and before that, they forced them to get married. Oh, and what is happening? I asked my father, he say, the wisdom of Prophet Muhammad. You cannot understand. Why I not understand? Then I closely examine this verse. Now my father should also leave Islam, but he is great wisdom of Allah and Prophet Muhammad. Look in this ayat. Where is your intellect? No, Allah should tell you what great wisdom He have here. Should He not? Where is it coming out? At least our intellect should say, oh, there's wisdom beyond intellect, right? And wow, 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 great. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Very great. You understand? All some points here and there I cover. Hello, Zahra. How are you? Ooh, not too well. Sick. Don't you share? Oh no, I don't. No issue. How you wanna work? You see, Dawat Murtad. Maybe we disagree, but I understand now. You're see. I've got to be the middle, but I get angry. Now I understand where the Christians would say, "Look, he lusted, Baba. It's not love," but like that not come with these Muslims. Toba, toba, toba. Ah, how they will make us get angry. No, no, Christians, you are doing very bad, evangelists. Not good that you go against Islam. Hindus, don't come here. Dare come here. No, free bird. How you dare say that? Now they have reached, you see, they went deep in, you wouldn't. On blasphemy, look, you're on. But I wrong, I right what? How I decide about myself. No, no. And now Zahra coming and I also scolding. When you're Allah scolding, now I understand. If you even Hindus make mistake, exaggerate what you exaggerate. You see what many Muslims, all Muslims don't see, you see. And you are coming on lust of Prophet Muhammad and this ayat, what law? Haram, haram, you are saying. So Zara getting angry at you, don't come like this. Hindus, even like this, don't come. Not that Freebird was dishonest or something. And please don't give me that Shia hadith on miracle. That's not funny. How old was Prophet Muhammad at that time? Was Halima present? Goodness. But you see, I come like this. So, okay, so in some ways, if I got angry at Freebird, so what? Now you see, victim, blaspheme, they make me, no, no, no. I take responsibility. Somewhere, if I get angry at you Hindus coming here, oh my God. Maybe, why should I get angry? It's too much. भड़काओ नहीं मुझे मुसलमानों. ठीक है आप लोग कभी कभी ओ आई मीन अल्लाह बेचारे आप लोग राइट ब्लास्फीम में हमें मार डालो हम प्लीज अकल अकल भरी या बैंस look we applied our logic and very like in a we cannot accept him as a prophet he come down of the station of a prophet then Allah lift him up here Allah is chastising him reprimanding meaning or scolding, whichever word you like to use. He's come down of the station of a holy prophet. You then bring him up here also. Then in Surah Tahrim also. Then you take the Sunnis take Surah 21, ayat 27 for jinns and angels or something. Of not the messenger of Allah, human being as holy prophets. What is then like how can we not we so on blasphemy I want to cover many topics on this points. Sorry, on one topic, many points, but I can't. Yet. Okay, so let me not mess this up. Reprimand. Where did they say come down? Shall I go up and down? Oh, I'm so shocked here reading the Sunni tafsir on this and the Islamic course, Islamic tafsir. So he didn't come up to the station of a holy prophet here. Then Allah reprimanded him in these words. Allah reprimanded him. You concealed in your heart what Allah was to reveal, and you were fearing the people, while Allah is more entitled to fear. This is what I was telling my father. Why he shut me up. He said, "Shh, shh, shh. You don't know Holy Prophet wisdom of Rasulullah, not even Allah." Why he did this? At least Sunni, very good. I tell you, why should I take the Shia tafsir on this? When my mind tell me that this right and Shia tafsir not right. Sunni right here. Very good. Allah reprimand them. Because I work out myself first from my intellect, logic. Huh? Shias, you see this. Very good. And one favor. And then he even negated the divine displeasure. And they are trying to work out dawns from people. Anyways, but that's why. But if this were to happen, so still the conclusion would be what for this prophet here? Well, Imam Zain, I'm not going to take this, that, and confuse you all. Confuse. Then the majority of commentators, Zurri Bakr ibn al-Ala al-Kushaira and Qadi Abu Bakr ibn al-Arabi have adopted this very tafsir. That is, the mention of the thing he was keeping to himself was but his intention of marriage under divine revelation. Counter to this, there are narrations in which the words, and you were concealing in your heart, have been explained as love for Zainab. But we find out it is love or it, that he loved her. Oh my God, even this is terrible. Okay, let's go with you Muslims. Love for Zainab, not lust. Now he's fallen in love with Zainab. Oh my God, another man. And first he forced them to get married. What kind of a man is he? Now, okay. No. If we say this, please. So, about this tafsir, Ibn Kathir said we did not like to mention these narrations, as none of these is sound. Okay. Majority of commentators, I think I need David Wood. Please explain this. What is this happening? Then the words of the Quran themselves lend support to this very tafsir mentioned above on the authority of Sayyidina Zain al-Abidin, because in this verse Allah Ta'ala has himself said very clearly that the thing hidden in the heart was what Allah Ta'ala is going to disclose. And the thing that Allah Ta'ala disclosed in the next verse, so this verse 37, is nikah. In the same verse, nikah or marriage with Sayyidina Zainab, as said in, we gave her into your marriage. We gave her into your marriage. Yeah, the same verse, Ru al-Mani, to protect oneself against taunts. Ooh. So please, very, very easy. But, okay, religion injection, halal, haram. But there are some, your own religious sources. The Holy Prophet said, had there been no danger of throwing neo Muslims into misunderstanding, I would have raised the Baytullah once again. Holy Prophet can say what they can you not trust his sayings even? As for the event of the marriage, there was an Islamic legal objective to be achieved therewith. And the divine command had unfolded to fulfill this objective. On the basis of the disposition, the apparent di, di, dico, how do you pronounce this? Dichotomy, whatever, dichotomy, between the abandonment of the reconstruction. Now I'm getting all, I don't think I can even read this out loud. Allah, please have mercy on yourselves. Please leave this false prophet. Stop harassing people on blasphemy. See that at least there is this, the question arose, and there was the divine displeasure. Some would say, if I'm just guessing, divine displeasure. Because the cause of divine displeasure, only to avoid the chose, a question arises here as to why the Holy Prophet chose to conceal this matter. Some say this, some say that. But it is you, some are your religious scholars, although not sound narrations or what. Now, let's reach a conclusion once and for all on this Quran ayat. But I don't think we can blame. You see, sometimes in a very some Hindus who come and help, or some murtads, I think they're right. Like, why should I get angry at them? Like about this verse, lusting for actually falling in love. And, if you follow the Bible, Jesus Christ has even thinking or what, going looking at another man's wife is adultery in that way, right? So, according to the Bible, Gospel, Jesus Christ want. So this, you see how they've. Do you think? Okay. Do you think we should go with the tafsirs? Like even going with the tafsir, there's divine displeasure by some, and look how they've confused us here. So you can read all this, but I really will take some days to read this and understand. But taking the shortcut. However, some of your religious scholars, can we say about this tafsir that they have said the Holy Prophet? However, chain of narrations can be. I haven't understood that properly, but he did. Some say that he did gain the divine displeasure, and this was like below the station of a prophet like him, or even a prophet, holy prophet. So I agree with that because it makes sense logically, you see. Or some say that anyways, whatever, he fell in love or whatever. But you see, very easy ways that, and we are not blaspheming. You see, We are not blaspheming. Again, I open. Actually, when I looked at this verse, something didn't seem right. Oh, when I was like, I think after O levels. And remember, Muhammad, when you said to one on whom Allah bestowed favor, and you bestowed favor, keep your wife and fear Allah. Now, going through everything, like there's a command. You see, Prophet and Allah should be should agree. Prophet cannot do something that Allah is saying something else. This is not the way to guide people. And it shouldn't be like this, according to Quran ayats also. Right? Okay, if the Sunnis don't take Surah 21, ayat 27 to mean prophets and messengers, chosen servants, human beings, chosen by Allah, honored by Allah, and so on, Jesus Christ. The previous Surah 21, ayat 26, 25, So, anyways, but isn't there in Surah Najm that he doesn't speak out of his own desire? And he only, that means, think about it. Can the Prophet, just when he's receiving revelations, shouldn't he be abiding, waiting for the word of Allah, then act upon the word of Allah and what Allah tells him to, commands him to do? Huh? Right? Bottom line, underlying thing is, can't go like saying things Allah doesn't want him to say, and Allah is telling him, while you concealed within yourself that which Allah is to disclose. So why are you telling Zaid to keep your wife here? But Allah Himself has made a mistake, or what has He done here? Himself is a culprit here. Look, in 36 ayat, it is not for a believing man or a believing woman. This is hodgepodge. This is like messed up when Allah and His Messenger have decided a matter. Let's say Allah and His Messenger decide a matter for you two, like they did for Zaid and Zainab. You don't want to get married. Let's say the woman, Momina, you don't want to get married to a Momin, yet Allah has decreed that you get married and His Messenger. Both of them have decreed. When Allah and His Messengers have decreed. And then you get married, forcefully, right? And then things are not working. You have no say in it. Things are not working, and you go to the Prophet complaining, and he says, keep your wife in fear. Be mindful of Allah. Keep your wife and be mind. This is another order by the Prophet to your husband. The moment while you concealed. But then you see but Zaid still divorced her. But your husband, he divorces you. Haven't you disobeyed Allah and the Messenger of Allah? And here the Messenger of Allah has, and then Allah has failed here because the marriage hasn't worked. Momina tries her best. She cannot fall in. She just doesn't get along with her husband. So then divorce takes place. Is a divorce supposed to take place when Allah have decided and His Messenger have decided? Huh? And if anyone disobeys Allah, And Allah has really, this whole thing, this whole two ayats, what is this? Please don't make a joke of Allah, the divine. So you are the one believing in this and telling us that we are disrespectful, blaspheming. No, no, no. Actually, it is you holding on to this religion, and this is a cartoon we have made of Allah. This book has made a cartoon of Allah and the true prophet. Please don't. We're just putting it in words. Work that out. What is this? This is a mess. I mean, how can you tell us to take this as a true God, true creator? Or for God's sakes, even your whatever unsound or thing that if you were to do this and then they're taking his hadiths, and then how can you even rely on his hadiths on this to get himself out of? And then that Aisha's hadith on this ayat. If he were, and this, what does Allah say? The hypocrites don't like that the ayat be revealed and against them and reveal their hypocrisy and reveal even by name who it is. Point. That ayat you remember? This what coming here. The truth, even if it by shaitan, but there are some truths in these lies, in these lying ayats, these made up ayats fabricated by him. Some truths have crept in, like an ayat which says, the hypocrites would not like an ayat to be revealed against them. What is Aisha telling you? So if I were to be a Shia, I would never be a Sunni, right? Now, and I would never take that to Aisha because that proves Aisha what she said, and then I would hate Aisha that she's the culprit, like the Shias. What was revealed by Prophet Muhammad that she's the evil, he's the fitna, and then she fought with, she made this war, uh, prepared for this war against Ali, and made the believers, some of them, war against Ali, Battle of Jamal. How to put it? So you see, now one hand this, on the other hand, telling the Shias that no, 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 Aisha is right, and if Aisha is right, then the Prophet is a hypocrite who was afraid. If you take that narration of Aisha, then these ayats, Prophet Muhammad, if he had to hide, cover up, he would. So, what makes the Prophet? What does that make the Prophet? A hypocrite. So, Sunnis, I'm surprised that you didn't leave this religion because I agree to Aisha on that. Because Prophet Muhammad was this. Yeah, hypocrite. Hypocrites are afraid. The ayat might reveal, revealed or something. Where is it? My English also going weird, really. Has been. And it gets worse. It doesn't improve. So Surah 9 at 64. Are anxious that a chapter of the Quran. Oh, a surah. Quran. But we can see from two ayats that this one is a hypocrite, right? And Aisha was right. Your holy prophet. Allah, Allah, Allah. The hypocrites are apprehensive lest a surah be revealed about them, informing them of what is in their hearts. Say, mock as you. Oh, that's not mocking. They're just afraid. Indeed, Allah will expose that which you fear. Please, when two ayats are enough, why a whole surah? Allah should say, hypocrites are apprehensive lest an ayat should be revealed about them, informing them of what is in their hearts. Surah 9 and 64. You see? Continue in mockery if you. Why should they continue? They must be laughing their heads off here. These are not the hypocrites. So that's why they start to laugh, because we know who is the hypocrite, right? They worked it out who is the hypocrite, who is not a true prophet. And Allah is saying that against you hypocrites, and these are so-called hypocrites. These poor people. You get it? And so they start to laugh, maybe. Oh. And Allah is saying, mocking me because why they started to laugh, maybe. It doesn't say, but now it means that say mock. So they start to laugh at this, right? The hypocrites are apprehensive, like afraid, fearful, afraid that a surah should be revealed concerning them, intimating to the believers, informing to the of to the believers. Does it say to the informing of what, not to the believers, informing of what is in their hearts. You get it? Oh, so Allah, they're apprehensive. Why should they be mocking what? So they may have started to laugh, these poor people. You get it? I'm also laughing. Look who's talking. Right? But Allah mess. Surah 33 at 35, no, 36 and 37. This Allah not true Allah, this messenger not true messenger. You get it? Were we hypocrites? No, I'm not able to say it properly today. I've correct. Okay, I go. Thank you, Dawat Murtad. I better go. You get it? I leave you with try to leave you professionally, yeah? Thank you for your time. I apologize any mistake that, okay? And getting angry when, you could be right, yeah, better than me. But how we come with these Muslims? Save yourselves. No, but in some certain thing, a free bird was right. Not in all, certain point about the Quran. Okay, thank you. And I was wrong. Thank you for your time and attention. I leave you with this.
Until then, thank you so much.